Hello, 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 and welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Uh, it is episode 20 of OwO. Though we will be doing a big summary and also an explanation of what's coming up for D&D stuff in the near future. Once I get in, I don't believe that there are any other announcements because I want to do that when all players are present too. So, hello Nemit, hello Poke, how you all doing? How you all doing? Just a reminder, if anyone comes in and wants to know, you can do this and that will put that in the chat so people know who's who. Also, I've just realized it needs to be updated because people aren't playing the same people anymore. But that's fine. It might get updated. It's more important that you know who's who. So, I'm doing pretty good. I am good. The continuing crisis of it's been disgustingly humid for over a week now, and our poor AC keeps dripping because of it, and it's making me mad. Hello, Devil. Boom. That's a good reminder as well. Remember that during stream, all of that will be muted. Okay, I don't think I have any other announcements, so I'm just gonna get over so we can get the intros done and all the rest of it. Oh yeah, no, I do too. It's been insane. It's like we have hot, humid summers all the time, but it's when you get humidity as bad as this for weeks at a time is when it's really bad. But that's fine. Okay, let's get over to this. Let's get over to... that's fine. That's perfectly good music. And let's get back to this. Oh, one thing before I go in. No Garn today. Garn is not feeling very well, so we are down a Garn, but that's okay. We'll have everyone else. Boo. Good. Within human speed or within human speed? I realized what the joke was. Oh, you do a riff off somebody's joke. Anyway. Oh, the party's not unmuted. Thank you, Poke. There you go.
Fantastic. Great. The chat didn't even hear me saying.
Didn't even
And
hear it.
anyway, that was the punchline to the joke.
Yeah, they didn't even get that part.
Oh, fantastic.
Very professional.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing I'll do is the explanation of what's going on with D&D in the next little bit, and then we'll do the summary and get going. Basically, D&D 5.5 is released middle of September, but if we pre-order it, we get it 2 weeks early. There is a lot of very positive changes to an awful lot of classes. There are new spells, there are new everything. We do not know yet what they will do to patch pre-existing material, but I will say that even if they do patch things, you're almost certainly going to want to play the new things because they are a lot better than things are currently. That being said, the other issue arises that some people are using homebrew stuff, and I do not know how easy it is going to be to patch the homebrew stuff, and I wouldn't have played 5.5 when we get to it anyway. So patching it is going to be insane as the first thing you do, or homebrewing in general. Like, I can homebrew now because I played D&D for a long time, but homebrewing on a new class system is going to be wild. So basically, the next 8 weeks, we are going to do a I guess it's not the end of the campaign. It's a concluding arc, so that we have a nice reset point for whatever changes we want to make. That makes sense?
Sounds
I
good.
might want to change stuff up in 5.5.
I'm I'm I'm
Yes, that's
almost
the point he just made.
yeah. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure everybody's going to want to.
Well, because you're saying like the people who don't have homebrew can
No,
go.
I actually want.
No,
I actually
that's-
want to
that's not
play
what he's
a
saying at
fourth
all.
edition character in 5.5.
I want to go
Uh,
back to AD&D. I hate you all. And myself.
Wow. Yeah, no. So basically, it's that's the situation, because I will say now, just so that there's no doubt or no questions, I won't let homebrew be in 5.5. Sure, will I house rule stuff? Absolutely. That's a different thing. But I'm not going to homebrew any like class or subclass features when everything has changed in 5.5.
Mhm.
In terms of like classes, the actual rules of the game aren't changing really at all from what I can see. Some of the spells are changing, like there's that sort of stuff that's all changing, but that's all fine. That's extra. It's the fact that the part that people enjoy the most, the character creation, that's the thing that's getting the biggest changes. So,
Yeah.
I also am kind of curious how it's going to work with species as well, because they're also changing the core species, but one of the core species in D&D 5 is Dragonborn, and they already released that in a different book. So, who knows what that's going to look like?
Hmm.
Mm.
It seemed like a lot of the classes were getting some interesting things.
Well,
No, yeah.
So
we haven't technically seen anything yet. We've gotten glimpses and bits and pieces,
Well, they
but
listed
it's up.
I've forgotten all of it.
they listed out the changes for each level in the classes.
They have done previews for quite a lot of the content. They have not done previews for all of it, and they haven't actually listed its rules. They've just described what they do. So, um, yeah. So that's what that's going to be. So basically, next 2-ish months. Yes, 2-ish months, because I think it ends up being the beginning of September. With the pre-order bonus, will be a more contained and concluding story arc. So the idea is that there will be a thing that happens at the end that, if characters go away, that's the polite way of putting it. If characters go away, then it's okay because they have had a rounded and ending. There's a bookmark at the end.
I see. I see. Well, I, for one, know that Ursuline War won't be going anywhere. Except maybe being reintroduced
Yeah?
under a different name.
I might have to pick a whole new class if I still have the same character.
Yeah.
Because honestly, from what they did show off, Ranger is the one class that seemed like they're just making it worse.
What are you talking about?
Well,
What?
they're making it worse from you doing all the optional class features from Tasha's.
Well, they're making it like all in on Hunter's Mark and nothing else.
Oh, but they are making that easier to apply, right? It's just you hit
Yeah,
something.
as in it's
Yeah.
just basically a class feature. Huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but
it's
it's
still
still
technically says
concentration.
as a
That's
spell,
why
and
it's bad.
that's the issue that Emma had with Hunter's Mark, was that it still requires concentration, and so like basically you would never use any other
Yeah,
Hunter
like-
spell.
Right.
Well, I looked into it more in the current system, and at certain points, there are other concentration spells that are as good once you get to a high enough level. So it isn't as bad as I thought it was in the current one, but in 5.5, with how I described it, it is actually going to be as bad as I thought it would have been in this because Hunter's Mark is even stronger than before. So it really is the only good concentration spell.
Right. Well, we do not have any of the information on that, and I think it will be fine. But regardless, we will have to have that in front of us before we can make any decisions in that regard. So,
I'm tired.
Mm. Well then.
so with that out of the way. Oh, sorry.
I'm just checking. Is Gwen mic working?
I'm here.
Okay, you are.
When is he? Um. Right. So summary time. That's the other thing I remember to do. But if you have any questions and stuff like that, you can ask them whenever in the group chat about what's going on with that. As well, if anyone like in chat wants to discuss 5.5 things, there is areas on the Discord for talking about D&D things, so feel free to talk about things there as well, because there's a lot of very exciting stoofs. And it generally all seems very positive, so. But, without further ado, let us do a summary of what happened last time. Scroll my notes down. There we go. So, last time, the party had made temporary accommodation at the embassy for Argonarg. Definitely not the vampires. They had befriended befriended is possibly the wrong word. They had associated with the ambassador and met a new potential friend, Kiara. As they were having breakfast, they heard a commotion outside, and they encountered a riot that was forming outside of the embassy to Strelok. A couple of the party was fortunate enough to see that there was certainly an instigator, if not multiple, and they quickly ran across the crowd to subdue the instigator, whoever they may be. We will find out today, perhaps. But unfortunately, in their efforts to secure that person, the mob was able to storm the Strelok embassy, and they defenestrated the Strelokian ambassador and all of the embassy staff and guards within in a very brutal way. The riot then gradually got under control here, but it was very, very quickly apparent that the rioters sort of dispersed into the city. The High Watch arrived within minutes, but as the riot had quickly spread, it seemed as though they would have their hands full dealing with an increasingly violent situation. And we are going to resume where the party has acquired said instigator, and I believe you are making your way back to the Argonarg embassy with them.
I think that seems to be the safest place nearby, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I was already going there
So the
without
part-
even talking to the rest of the party.
Yes.
It might be.
I
Sure.
make the executive decision to remove my disguise from looking like a generic rioter now that I know that all the rioters are being hunted.
do you wear a t-shirt that says I am not a rioter?
Depends if I was wearing it before I put the disguise on or not. Which probably I was.
Just peels a bunch of letters off the T-shirt and just says, just now says, "I'm a riot."
Yeah.
I'm a riot.
Yeah, I take off the E and the R,
Yeah.
of course. Sorry, I was trying to think if I could make any other words just by putting those in different places, but no.
Fair.
I am riot. It's
I
a
am
deep meaning. Yes, it's a deep meaning that
I'm
become
a riot.
apparent later.
Could be your next character's name. I am a riot.
No, it's Aya
I'm a
Amriot.
I'm a
Aya
riot.
Amriot, even.
Aya Amriat, yeah.
Aya,
Okay.
anger.
I
Okay, that's what that
am
means.
You are able to return to the embassy of Arganag with your prisoner in tow. The streets, you can see, like I said, the rioters going around. You can see that the High Guard is trying to corral the rioters and to subdue them. There is some use of force as well. Like you can see that there is fighting, and there are people being killed. It's a very intense riot.
All the better reason to not be out there in it.
Indeed. I do hope that our fine hostage has not found themselves being eaten on their way back to the embassy.
Well, only one person can answer that.
Well, to be fair, it looks like there's plenty to go around. But this one has
Oh.
answers. Hopefully.
Indeed. Now, who amongst us is probably best placed to do the interrogation? I say in front of the prisoner.
Who is unconscious, I believe.
Fantastic.
We assuming everyone met up now at the embassy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Does the embassy have like a room we can use as a cell?
Not normally. There's a bathroom.
No, that has too many amenities.
I say to whoever proposed that idea.
Oh, there's a cold store.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds like the right place to put them.
Okay. So when you go to the cold store, there is a large stone door, and you can see there is a magical rune inscribed upon it. It is a rune. It's a rune to make things inside cold, and inside you can see that there are several, approximately 5 to 6 foot bags of meat hanging from the railings. Actually, there'd probably be some 3 to 4 foot bags as well.
a varied diet, certainly, yes.
Meat hanging off what?
Of like racks. It's a cold store, so the
Oh, right,
people in bags for blood.
Okay. Excellent. That'll help with the intimidation.
Well, we'll see.
Smidge, maybe?
Yes. I also think that...
Depends on many things.
True. I also think that threatening them with a vampire could be a good way of doing it.
Well, let's keep that one in the back pocket.
Oh, yes, of course.
Don't
okay.
worry, I'll get them to talk.
Well, good. Now, what do we want to know from this person?
Who they're working for, what their aim is. Oh, certainly, I mean, that's pretty much what we're, if they can prove what they're saying, that's an important one.
Ah. Of course. Now, I would think it would also be good to know how we can stop them. Now,
Yes.
That is an intense level of conversation to go into, but finding out the generic details of who they're working for, that's good and all. But
Yes.
I might be able to help.
oh, good morning.
Hi, but I was in that fight we just came from. Hi.
Oh, you were. Oh, I didn't notice.
It's still morning.
It's still morning.
Technically.
It's still like 10. That fight
I
only
just
took 2
re-
minutes.
I just realised I didn't see you when we woke up, so I was just being
I
polite.
am short. I
Yes.
have a spell I can cast, which can make an area where no one can tell a lie in. Well, unless they can resist the spell.
Ah,
The only thing is,
Ah.
the person will be aware of it and can just not speak if they wish.
I see.
Mm,
Well,
Does anyone
they'll
have a Does
Well-
anyone have a spell that forces someone to speak?
I don't. Only the one that forces them to speak the truth if they do speak.
Ah,
I'm sure
yeah,
they will talk.
Only one I've got is called Kidney Shot.
I see.
Yeah, yeah. It's not the greatest for all that.
I can cast
well-
speak with animals. It's
I
not quite
don't
the
think
same.
that's going to be helpful here.
It might be. Maybe I could get an animal they're particularly afraid of to appear by asking it politely.
Perhaps they're frightened of,
I think they'll
Weasels
be
or
scared
something.
enough.
or
We-
well,
Yes. We should start off in the truth field asking generic questions like that. That
yeah,
they think, oh, this
simple
is just
stuff
fine.
like their name.
Exactly. And then we could use
How
that.
they're
No.
feeling.
Just things like, are you afraid of any animals? Because then they'll think, oh, what an interesting question. Let me answer that. And they will answer it truthfully. And then, lo and behold, while they continue to be discussed with, I will have departed outside to find said animal and will return to employ intimidation tactics.
Well,
This is
Here's-
giving.
sure, you go do that.
But we need to do the first part first.
Yes, we'll get that information and you can scurry off and do that. That sounds totally
Yes.
fine.
Yes. Does anyone know if there's an exotic pet store nearby, just in case they have a strange animal that they fear that may not be particularly local?
There is a menagerie.
Fantastic. Perhaps we should cast the truth field there, just in advance, so that we
I'm-
can be sure that we are nearby
Wait,
to said animals.
So you want to take this person to the zoo in the middle of a riot?
I'm
No,
just
no,
throwing
no.
ideas out there.
Yeah,
Look, we'll cast
well-
the truth field, and I will give them a little chat.
Okay, but ask my
Okay.
question first.
Right. Nemit wants to say something. I know.
We collectively will ask them some questions.
This
Oh,
is-
goodness.
This is very much giving me the vibe of answer me these questions 3, and then it's what is your
Hmm.
favorite color? That is exactly
Yep,
what
that's
this
what
is.
Ursula wants.
Is there a limit on this truth field?
It's 10 minutes,
'Cause
right?
we
Is that the
may-
truth?
It's a 10-minute spell, yep.
I see.
And it's an
Well, mine
area
will only-
spell.
yes.
And
I don't think
and
I can select creatures that can't be affected by the way, so
you can choose to
anyone
pass or
who's-
fail the save.
you can choose to pass fail to save yourself, but yeah, for everyone else in it, like you do also possibly get affected if you
Also,
Okay.
there is a very important stipulation that you need to all be aware of, because I don't want people getting the wrong thing. They cannot tell a deliberate lie. That is what it makes them do.
Ah, that's good, because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to say a word in there. But it turns out accidental lies are fine.
Yes,
that
that
Yeah,
is
if they
exactly
don't
the point.
know,
It's
a lie.
yeah. If they believe it's the truth, then it is.
Yes,
If
it is
it's the
their
truth as
truth.
they see it, then it's the truth.
If it is
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
truth to their
That they will
knowledge.
say. Yeah.
So
That
I
is
I
good.
just need people to know that, because like Zone of Truth, people get like, oh, this is the plot. I found the plot. Zone of Truth. It's this person could just be
The
lied
plot-
to.
The plot's gotta be somewhere. We gotta find it. That's our quest, to find the plot.
Okay, so we're putting this
I
person
lost the plot.
in the body bag room. Sorry, the cold
Yep.
store.
In the body bag room.
Are you gonna
Tied
give
to
them
a
a
chair.
chair or just on the floor?
We'll give him
Yeah,
a
let me
chair.
tied to
Chair.
it.
Yeah. And a decent one. I could,
Oh, there's no bad chairs in this place. Vampires have famously very bad
Fantastic.
backs. It's all the bending.
Make sure
Fantastic.
there's
Oh,
there's a
all the
hook
lumbar
nearby.
support.
Yeah, I
have a
mean,
look
like they
at.
spend most of their time bent over people, sucking their blood, so like they need good lumbar support.
Ah.
Hmm.
I've been to similar rooms in Serentor.
No, you haven't. Anyway,
Where's my truth field?
yeah.
I haven't
So
cast the
right,
truth field yet, so
the person is in the room, in the cold. Like the room is also like specifically like cold, so it's like -5.
I don't
To
see
keep
the
everything.
issue.
No, I know it's just gonna be uncomfortable to be in it. That's all. You're not gonna
Well,
die from it. It's just not nice.
Maybe for some people.
Sounds nice.
Okay, well, it'll be nice for Gwen. Are you wanting to cast the Zone of Truth? Oh, sorry, wait, hang on. Let me get this correct order. Do you wish to cast the Zone of Truth and then wake them up? Do you want to wake them up then cast Zone of Truth? And do you want anybody in the room when you cast Zone of Truth?
Does it only affect people in the
I
area
mean,
they've
it
passed?
It's
no,
in the
it
area.
Like, if
affects
you walk
anyone who
into the
walked
zone.
into the area, so it doesn't matter on that front.
No, it doesn't matter.
I would say that we wake them up after casting, just in case.
Yeah.
Just so that, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe they might not notice it and just speak.
No, they
Well,
know
how
that they're
big-
in it.
All right, you might as well
How-
wake them up first then.
how
Then we
big is
can
the
lie
zone?
to them in our intimidation tactic at the start and be like, if you don't answer our questions, then you will be kept here as cattle for vampires for the rest of your days. Oh, and then we cast the Zone of Truth. And,
We can cast the Zone of Truth before saying that.
well, okay. I wasn't sure, you see. I didn't know if we were willing to go that far. But if we are, then that's good.
I cast the Zone of Truth.
Right. Okay. It's a Wisdom saving throw.
How
I
big
believe.
is the zone?
No, Charisma saving
Charisma.
throw.
Oh no.
DC 16.
Oh,
And-
jeez.
They fail.
How big is it?
Oh, 19 on the die.
Are we allowed to know if they if they passed or failed?
I do.
Uh,
I know when something
Oh.
passes or fail.
Okay.
It's a 15-foot radius sphere, so everyone in the room's gonna probably have this.
Wait, why? Okay,
I-
this is what I was meaning. I don't know why you didn't cast it in the room when everybody was outside the room, so they didn't have to make the save.
Because it says when they first enter it as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. Yes.
walking into
okay,
the room,
okay.
it
That-
still affects us.
That was the point
anyways.
when
Okay.
she said it doesn't matter.
I missed that part.
Okay.
Sorry.
So who's affected? I'm not. Is everyone else?
I'm
I
not.
am.
Kiara
Okay.
is
So
I-
it's just Kiara
I-
and Felicity.
I mean, I don't think I have to make a save on my own
Yeah.
spell, but that's up
Correct.
to you, Hog.
It's
Yeah, I don't
a
think you need
creature.
to.
It's not. Yes, you do. A
I
creature.
do.
I thought you said yours said you could choose to pass or fail. For you,
You can choose.
specifically.
I could choose. Oh, but no, it says you could choose to fail if you wish.
Oh, you could choose to fail. Okay.
You can always choose to fail.
I choose to fail dodging this fireball. Take me now, please. Era also passed.
Hang on, I'll just roll it anyway. I've saved on my own spell. Yes.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Right, so the only person here who has to can't lie, or can't knowingly lie, is
It's the
Kiara.
prisoner and Kiara.
Right.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Did Felicity not fail?
That was
That's-
rolling for.
Felicity
the...
isn't here.
I'm not.
Well,
Felicity
not
isn't
that you
here.
know
That's
of.
Shit,
Hog's
yeah,
not
you're
there.
right. That's the wrong character.
You
You're right.
have
That's...
yet
Hog rolling.
you have yet to unmask
just-
this agent.
Hog just
Oh,
defaults to Felicity for
see.
some reason in
Okay.
the program.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
so this
confused me.
person is Felicity that we've tied up. Yes.
My God, we found her.
I'm going to interrogate myself.
Bonjour, it's me with this incredibly convincing accent. Hello, I am Felicity.
Ah.
Oh no. Were they just pissing by the scene?
Yes, I was pissing by this cold store. No.
Right,
Freaking
wake 'em
Crabtree
up.
walks in. Right. Okay, now you want to wake them up. Do we
Hmm.
have any good interrogation music?
Yeah, we need menacing interrogation music.
I keep.
Wait.
Let me find Thrawn's thing.
I've lost the link to the watch together. Could someone put it in?
It's in the Discord.
It's in D&D text.
D&D text. Yeah.
Oh.
I do try to
Oh,
post
yes.
it every day when we start.
Hog posted it
Oh,
3
fuck.
seconds after I connected today.
It's almost like I have my half an hour before stream, and I have this list of things that I have to do, and I try to remember to do them all in order. Okay. Right, so how will you wake this person up?
Maybe
What
just
is
give
there
them a little
nearby?
shake.
That's the wrong accent. I am becoming French as well.
It's me,
Oh, I
Felicite.
see.
It's,
Well-
I am Felicity.
Everybody
Say,
just
Ron.
like the Scooby Doo and gang come around and they unmask you all, and it turns out you're all just Felicite.
She never left. It would disappear.
And it turns out it was all an episode of Twin
I'll
Peaks.
give them a shake.
Oh no. What flavor?
Banana. Banana's the best flavor.
Banana is best flavor.
That it
Banana
was too
and
easy.
quote unquote strawberry. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. They're not awake, so unfortunately they can't drink it yet.
Pour it over 'em. I hear that's all the rage in political situations these days.
Are they
Oh no!
like?
Sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
I guess me casting Cure Wounds could wake them up. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yes,
so
that could
that
be a good idea.
you medicine checked them so they weren't dying.
Mm.
So basically, they're on the like couple hours that they are unconscious until they will wake up naturally, unless you wake them up. They're at 0 hit points.
I
Yeah,
cast
still
Cure
a high roll.
Wounds.
Okay.
They heal 8.
They have healed 8.
Damn.
They are. They come to consciousness. They do
Rise
not
and
move.
shine.
They don't what?
They don't move.
Are they pretending to still be unconscious?
Perhaps.
Good morning.
Hi there.
They do not reply.
Speaking,
I
I'll
stood,
speak directly into their
behind them.
head, quite loudly. I said, "Good morning."
They reply directly to your head. Pathetic.
Hmm.
They still haven't moved though.
Oh, they're awake, and they think they're in control.
What is your least favorite animal?
They're just like Urslan pulls out the Rorschach cards. What does this look like? They don't give you an answer on their least favorite animal.
I see.
It was quite the show you put on back there. I'm sure it's going to be very interesting after that. Why exactly did you want it to happen, though?
No, they wouldn't reply to that. No, they wouldn't reply to that. They'd still remain motionless.
Intimidate them.
You're all in the room now, right?
Man.
Yes.
Okay.
I
I would
believe
like you all
so.
to make a perception check.
Perception.
I'm good at that.
18.
It's an audible perception check if it makes any difference to you.
21.
5.
Uh-oh.
Kiara,
22.
Jesus.
Okay, everybody except Aira, you can hear this person is chuckling under their mask.
Wait, they
Wait,
wearing
we
a
didn't
mask?
even
Take
take
the
the
mask
fucking
off.
Oh,
mask
yes,
off.
we'll be taking the mask off.
We are
Okay.
the worst interrogators ever.
I don't say out loud.
Do you unhood them too, or do you let them keep the hood up?
No,
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 we
no,
are-
no.
Put down.
All off.
That's going
It's all coming
to. We
out.
remove
I
all
see.
of their
You want to
clothes.
see the person you're interrogating.
Yes, it's a good idea.
One of the vampires behind comes past and claps slowly for you as they go past. Right, so you take the mask and the hood off this person. They are an elf. They are the stranger kind of looking elves. They are very tall, very distorted appearance and looks.
I like
And
the
they
Skyrim
have
elves.
more. Well, they're like Warhammer elves or like Divinity elves. They're very
Oh.
long and stretched.
Oh.
This is not interrogation music.
So
Sorry. It's just made the
Who
next
thought
song
of
on the
that
list.
so
It's like
what you're trying to say, for
intelligent.
those of us that don't know what either of those are, is that they're kind of gangly.
Yes, they're
They're
very,
kind of
very,
creepy looking.
yeah, very creepy looking. They're
So-
they're still quote hot, but they're unnaturally hot is the way to think of them. But their skin is also ash gray, which I guess people do a history check because none of you have anything in your backgrounds that would make you know stuff about the Underdark.
Oh,
3.
history check.
11.
17.
22.
22. Okay, so everybody with over 16, you will know that this is this fits what you imagine a drow looks like. They also
Right.
have completely jet black eyes. And when you
This
take the
is a
mask
drow.
and the hood off, they are smiling and they continue chuckling for a little bit before looking at you all, one by one. Smiling.
Like I said, what is your least favorite animal?
Jesus. Mm.
You at the moment.
Okay, let's start
That's
waterboarding.
convenient.
That's
Interesting.
that's a good response.
Yes.
A feisty one.
The fact that it's true means I take more mental damage than I would have done otherwise.
So you don't want to talk much, do you?
You seem to want to talk rather a lot.
We do that.
Yeah,
Well,
tell me,
when we
how
Yeah.
many times have you had run-ins with a vampire? Don't want to speak up?
You have no power.
Well,
Wouldn't say
I'm
that.
sure you wouldn't want to end up like one of the friends hanging around here.
Mhm.
Sort of gesture to the other bag.
That's cute.
Interesting. It would appear that we have found someone whose life holds no worth to themselves.
Waterboarding.
Indeed.
Well,
I'm afraid to say, my dearest friend, that while individually we may possess no power, as you say, between us we have rather a unique assortment that could become quite useful. As you may have
Waterboarding.
noticed, a number of your wounds were healed when you woke up. Now, some of us have the ability to inflict more of those wounds, while others the ability to make them better. And in doing so, we can keep you at a rather painful point of existence for as long as we so please.
We can just
And we have
waterboard them.
ample time for this
Winnie's
conversation.
at hearing that, Winnie's not saying anything, but just like a bit freaked out by that idea.
That sounds like a lovely idea.
Are we
The
gonna waterboard them now?
what's
the
that?
The drow gestures Ursulim to come closer.
Let me see what I have in my inventory. I come closer, and as I do so, I stab them in the leg with a dagger. I do not activate sneak attack.
Okay, I figured you didn't do that. Okay. They wince in response to you stabbing a dagger into their leg, but they don't scream, and they gesture for you to come closer. Still,
Even closer. I was leaning
Like,
very far in with that dagger.
into their face.
I will put my head over their shoulder, to the side rather than directly in front.
They turn to face you with their big, massive
Oh
saucepan
yes,
like
they can do that, can't they?
black eye. Yeah, they can turn their head. It's not
Turn
rigid.
their head.
They whisper to you. Oh, sorry, I can't whisper it because the microphone will cut out.
That's good.
No pain you can inflict will ever make a difference. And then they turn back to looking at the rest of you.
For those who didn't catch that, they said that no pain we can inflict will ever make a difference. This
It's
is
a
an
shame that-
extraordinary situation of testing that has become a present to me.
It's a shame that they felt the need to be so melodramatic with that. Right. Since it seems we're going to be here a while, let's get a little comfortable. What's your name?
When you say let's get a little bit let's get comfortable, they start humming to themselves.
Oh no, I've reminded him of an earworm.
That's it. Let me go find one.
An earworm.
An earworm.
And when you ask their name, they would just shrug.
I go, screw it. I'm gonna charm them.
Gonna charm an
Wait,
elf.
you could have you could have done that
That's
the entire time.
Oh, I can't charm an elf. Oh, they're an elf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
an elf.
you know what else probably hasn't worked? This?
What does it? Can I not charm an elf?
They have advantage on the saving throw.
They have advantage on saving throw. Well, I can still try it.
What spell are you wanting to charm with?
Charm person.
So you want them to be positively disposed to you.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just gonna
did
leave the
just
dagger
stab
there.
them.
I
did
didn't.
that.
Okay, it doesn't. That's not how charming works. Your group is a single entity from their point of view.
It doesn't say that they have to be anything.
No, just post charm person, and then they'll do the saving throw. No.
I'll cast it. Does that
Well,
work?
it doesn't make a difference if they're hostile. Because being hostile just gives them advantage, but they have advantage anyways as an elf. So
Why did that cast at 3rd level? I did not mean to cast that at 3rd level. That was meant to be 1st level. There we go. Now I've done it right.
They
Doesn't
make the save.
really
Anyway.
matter.
They made the saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
They blink and look at you. It's pathetic magic. Are you trying?
I cast it again.
I don't. That's not how that.
I don't.
That's not how that.
What?
I think it has a cooldown on a target if they
It
pass.
I
does
mean,
say
if
in the
it does,
description.
if it doesn't explicitly say that it does, it does.
It just says
Why do I hear a
charm
million rolls?
applied within range.
I mean, so for one, somebody's already done something harmful as well. I'm going to say it's not going to work. They made their save, so you can keep casting it, but it's not going to work.
Oh, that's boring.
I look at Kiara like, you're a vampire. Don't you have crazy? Don't you people do charming mind control stuff?
There are some fancier techniques.
You truly have
Okay.
mastered talking in a truth field, haven't you? That was so fucking vague that I know nothing.
Well, all right. All right.
Someone fetch me some pliers.
A difficult nail to remove from this board.
That's one way of phrasing it, indeed.
They
What
are
if-
just observing you all and humming to themselves and smiling.
I'm just staring
Listen.
right back at him.
I would tell you this. I don't really care if this warrior trying to make happens or not. I just want to know why. Maybe we could even be friends.
They smile. Did the birdie fly? Oh, this is excellent. Thank you all so much.
The birdie.
I
We
believe
knocked-
that the
we did knock them out
interpretation they've
before it
just
happened.
taken is that we. I believe that they may have come to the conclusion that their plan succeeded based on what you just said there. Well,
Oh, you will all sing.
Oh no, we
Sing,
know what you're
sing,
trying to
sing.
do. You don't. You didn't have to succeed in order for anything to be plainly clear.
yes. They are allowed, of course, to reach their own erroneous conclusion that they succeeded.
Oh, let's give them their cookie. After all, why should they expect? Why should we expect anything from them if we've given them nothing? So yes, straight out the window. Happy?
Oh, it wasn't even us that did it. Oh, it's so glorious.
Oh dear.
They are elated.
So who's? Come on. You've got what you wanted.
Oh, you want some sort of revenge on
No,
the
not
inside?
at all. Revenge.
I would simply like to
What?
share in your joy.
Stupid thing. No. We're not after revenge. We're after answers.
Yes.
And yes, I know you probably don't want to give us any, but
Well,
I don't have a follow-up to that.
the
Gonna be
war has
honest with
already
you.
started now.
Indeed, so what do you have to lose by telling us?
Oh, nothing. If you wish to chase down the senator who helped, they'll be in the Temple of Calyrax tonight. I'm sure they'll give you all the answers that you want, but it doesn't matter anymore. You're all
What?
going to burn.
What the fuck is going on here? This is the strangest interrogation of my life. Why do you say this
Oh.
now? I got so fucking dark. I truly embraced Batney Cockman there. And now this.
So
It just turns out we just
you
had to
were-
be happy for you.
Batney
I punched them.
Hey,
Oh, okay. Punch away. You want to see how much damage you do in your punch? Or, like,
-1 is my modifier. So not a
Minus
lot.
1.
Oh, okay.
So
Smile.
you were hired
could
by
you
a
spell that?
senator then?
Yes, I don't know their name. They're in the Temple of Calyrax. I will ping it on the map. Boop boop, but I will type it as well. Temple of Calyrax. So, if you're really desperate, in the little time that you have left, you can go and speak to them, I'm sure. Or maybe even they'll have their guards kill you, because you are all rather a little bit pathetic.
Not pathetic
I
enough
punched
to.
them.
You do you're healing them with your -1 damage.
Yes. How many people do you know who can do that?
You call us
Well,
pathetic, but you're the one
yes.
that went down to us.
You chased after me, and you didn't stop them throwing your stupid little ambassador out the window.
Our ambassador.
Oh,
I don't care about them.
I fucking hate this
We're-
place.
not.
We're not the biggest fans of Sherlock.
You misunderstand. We aren't agents of Sherlock.
You're all the same. Why do you think you're any different to them? Strelok will burn, Haliashnar will burn, Marlien will burn, the Cantrevi will burn, even Cycleopolis will fall from the sky when the chorister sings.
Does that cover Serentor?
When you say that, you get a slow turn to you. You're from the Wizard's Tower. Oh,
Indeed.
the Master has a very special note for them.
Oh, I would love to hear it. I presume
Ice.
it's a musical note. Ice, ice. I see. Error. Perhaps you can deal with that one. She
So
doesn't
what does
fancy it
this
right now.
chorister want exactly?
Exactly what you've given him.
I'm spotting some rather musical themes here.
They start just
A
like
war?
swaying their head back and forth and just like humming to themselves again.
Is it a recognizable song?
You can make me a history check. Or I guess you could do a performance check, because I'm going to say that like you could be recalling performance if it's better.
I will stick with history. I'm going to presume it's nothing like Thieves' Cantish.
No. You just
Yeah.
want to know.
Oh, I rolled the wrong one. -1 from that, so 12.
12. With a 12, it's not a tune that you're familiar with, but it is a very distinctive tune. Unfortunately, I can't hum it because the microphone won't pick it up.
May I do a check for that too?
Anyone can attempt to do
But
history.
fuck, that's
The check?
okay. I accidentally rolled
Chance.
perception, but my performance
Don't
is
see
the
why I
same.
would.
So
History or performance? You say?
Yeah, see if you recall it. With a 14,
Yeah.
nope, you've never heard of it. Never
What's
heard this
it
tune.
now?
history or performance check to recognize the song they're humming.
Mm,
With a 21, Kiara, you would recognize that this is it isn't a tune that you like It's one of those songs that you heard in a very old context, so like it would be a tune that people would reuse the tune of, but into other songs. But they're singing a tune. But it's a very, very, very old tune. And also, almost certainly, it is from Strelok.
So what the alphabet song is to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Reused tune.
Or what O Tannenbaum is to half a dozen other songs.
That means yes.
Yes. Any song in which it's a reused tune. But you wouldn't know what the original tune was. You would just know the like you don't know the original song. You just know the tune. But they are having a very nice time.
But it's a tune from like Strelok music.
Yes. It's a Strelokian tune. And they keep just humming, swaying their head in time to the music.
Hmm.
A fan of Strelakian tunes, huh? Did the chorister teach you that one?
This tune is far older than your pathetic kingdom of Strelok. And they just keep going back and forth. Oh.
Where is it from?
It is from. Oh, so long ago.
Ah, doesn't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to say it.
What is its importance to you?
It's the tune of creation. It's the final song that will play when all of your cities come crashing down. When the barrier that holds us from the gods and divinity is finally cast aside. This is the song that will play across the whole world.
Oh. I see. So your master is trying to break that barrier.
Trying.
Pardon. His a poor choice of words. His aim is to
He's already begun.
remove. Yes, that doesn't change that he wants to do it, you pedantic little shit.
That still counts as trying, I'm afraid.
Yes, if you want to get pedantic and technical, we'll get pedantic and technical.
When they see they're getting under your skin, it makes them smile even more. They are so happy.
I punched him again.
Oh no, that is entirely me. Just like, this person's a little too much me. I want to choke them to death. Pardon me. That was out of character, by the way.
The voice change is so good.
Yeah.
This is evil Roz. When Roz finally snaps.
No. We've just had it pointed out. That was evil Nemeth. That was all
And-
Nemeth.
Oh, right.
Also known as Nemeth.
And when this
There isn't a
barrier
good
is-
one, there's just this.
And when this barrier is broken down, what will happen to you and all the rest of the chorister's followers?
Well, we ascend to immortality.
Oh,
Oh, you're insane.
Winnie
oh,
cracks up laughing at that.
they're deluded. Oh, that's fantastic. No, honey, you think they give a shit about you?
You're in a cult.
Even if that were true, you really think the chorister would share anything like that with you?
Oh no, you misunderstand. We will all become immortal, timeless, if you will.
All of us,
Oh,
me included.
Yes. There will only
Right.
be the song,
I see. And what
and
of
we will
those
all
who
be
die
notes.
before the song is performed?
All who have lived and all who have died will be the notes of the song, for all time, to the chorister's whims.
Ah, that doesn't sound half bad.
means we'll be dead.
It sounds unlikely, I will admit, but it doesn't sound terrible.
Hmm. Yeah, like pretty much like any description of any sort of, you know,
God.
heaven
Yeah.
or eternal paradise. Yes. Right.
And you believe all of this?
They turn their head slowly to you. I have seen it.
Where?
When did you see it?
Not when, where?
What have you seen?
No, not what, where?
How? Why? Get them
Stop
all
it.
out there. Get them all out there.
Yeah, fine.
When? Where?
Why is Gamora?
Why for? Or wherefore, sorry. They will look at you.
Which one?
You, the one who asked that question.
Yes.
The where. In the chorister's palace.
Right, and did you tell us where that was?
They just smile to themselves.
Ah, okay. What, it would be quite nice to know what exactly that place is.
It doesn't matter what it is. You will never reach it. You will never leave this city.
I can leave at
I
any point we want.
Pretty sure it's pretty easy to leave the city.
Yeah. I have strong certainty that I could leave. I've been in. No, I was going to say I've been in worse places than this, but no, I haven't. Fucking Birmingham. But
I see. You think that you have time.
how much time would you say we have?
Oh, if you flee now, go on, run away. You might make it out. If the rioting stopped. If the guards will let you leave. But don't worry, it won't be long now. This city will be the first, the great beacon to the chorister's return.
Listen, I don't mind you destroying Birmingham, but the rest of the world, I'm okay with it.
I kind of
So-
mind. My parents are here.
No,
And my little brother.
No, it can go. Just get them out of the city or something. They'll be happier for it. Trust me. Now,
Their return. So they've been
if
here
I
before.
wanted to aid in the destruction of Birmingham, how would I do that? No one take that out of context and send it to the government.
Well, you could stand for. No, just kidding. No. All you have to do is stay. And go out, have a drink with your party, with your friends. Go spend time in the brothel. Do whatever it is that you have in your few hours left.
I see. And, right. That's good. They mentioned a church, right? One of you with a better memory. Remember what that
Yes.
was and talk about it.
Sorry, what? I couldn't quite make out what you said.
That's good. Where was
Someone
this
who
church
took
they mentioned?
notes.
It's as I recall, it's up on the hill
I see. This church
by
up
the
on the hill.
farms.
Oh, that's where I want to go.
Yeah, I think we should go there.
Mhm.
What with this church up on the hill? What more can you tell us about this place? Is this where your faith grew or began?
He said a dude is waiting, is going to be there.
Yes,
guy
but
that
I
hired
want
him.
more about it.
It's a temple to one of your stupid gods.
Oh, so it's not even one of yours.
Why would I have another? Like, they just genuinely look at you with incredulity. Sorry, I always say it wrong first. Anyway, so they just
Incredulity.
do not any sense of what you're saying. Why would they worship anybody other than the chorister? The thought makes them gross.
So why would you spend your time in said temple?
This was so that the senator would give us payment for doing what we were going to do anyway.
The senator?
What use
Yeah.
is money
Yeah.
when everyone is dead?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not for us. It's for these idiots. It's so easy to destroy a world. You pay a few people and they'll do it for you.
Indeed. So
It
your
just got
time,
real.
yes. And so your time in the church, it seems an odd locale to choose, if I'm being honest with you.
I didn't choose it. You idiot. They chose
know.
it.
I know. I'm questioning their decision, not yours. You clearly
Well,
haven't made a decision in your fucking life.
they're the
Not a good one, at least.
they are the idiot who is willing to give away anything for the promise of seizing power in this pathetic pile of rock.
I say, I understand, so everyone's an idiot here. Christ.
Yes,
That's a
you
friend of
all
mine.
are.
Yes. I certainly am. I will accept.
If you wish any chance of living a survival, you should flee immediately.
A fascinating decision. Now, if you were to have overestimated your own abilities and had a more accurate reflection upon your own strength, would you say that our only chance would be to flee as well?
Yes. I am not the thing that will destroy this city.
Okay, when I say you, please take it as the you plural, where I'm referring to you as an
The royal
organizational
you.
collective for destroying the world.
This is why Perlish should have a accurate second person singular, so that this doesn't arise.
You are a rather etymologist, Drow, aren't you?
DM intrusion into character. Why we need second person singular again? Anyway, yes. They don't really do that. They will. The destruction of your city has been within its walls the entire time.
Yes. Are you referring just to the people within it?
Oh, the people who have always been in it.
Indeed.
Everyone
So,
who has ever been in it.
how exactly will this city be destroyed then?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They smile.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Have you paid
We
a visit to Grandma recently?
Have you not raising the dead?
It's the dead. Yeah. Right.
Oh
Ah,
shit.
fuck.
Yeah.
And our cleric's ill.
To be fair, yes.
It might be
yes,
above
he
his
is.
pay grade.
Okay. I think we know we've got plenty of information now. What do we do?
I
What?
think that we need to go to the church and
Yeah,
wait.
the church, which is right next to all the dead bodies.
Now, excuse me
I-
for this last question.
There's
Where do
also a lot of dead
vampires
bodies
come
throughout
under
the
this?
city because of the riot.
No, the huge hill that is.
Well,
Yes.
the huge hill which has lots of burials on it, and also the catacombs which cover the entire underneath of the city for about 3 miles in depth.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go get like some parchment and write a letter.
Okay.
To keep going. It's just something I'm doing
Okay.
while it's happening.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Oh, it's not my time, it's yours.
Hmm. I believe you're right about that.
Oh, I'm right about a lot of things.
Can we stop complimenting the fucking interrogees here?
That's fine.
This is something we're going to need to improve upon in the future. Just to make that, just putting that out there.
You are
Okay.
abysmal
Can you
at
save the
interrogation
critique?
skills.
Yes. Shut up. We know. We're new at this.
They just laugh. They are having a lovely time. You've
I
made
punched
their
them.
While-
their morning very good.
Fantastic. Glad to be of service.
While they laugh, I put my hand over their mouth and cast a firebolt down their throat.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
Okay, roll damage.
Jesus.
For
They fucking live.
hell.
Wow.
My firebolts suck. They
Okay,
always roll
so
the
Oh,
minimum.
fiery burp.
I'm gonna say it doesn't go down their throat. You basically burn half of their face. It is all
And,
scorched up, and like their jaw and stuff like that. And they just like
Holy fuck.
What was that for, Winnie?
Jesus
they
Christ, Winnie. I pulled
their
my knife out.
reaction is
What are you doing
very
that for?
Please.
like you
Go and hug.
can tell that like it hurt them. They don't cry out, but you can tell that it hurt them. But like with their face like all burned and their skin like sloughing down the side of it as like because it's still molten, they turn around and they smile now with a half smile at you. Oh, it's so perfect. To fall from grace. And then they just like put their hand over the burnt half of their face because it clearly hurts an insane amount. But they are smiling still.
My
I get what you
family's
were
in
trying to
danger.
do.
My family's in danger because of this fucking asshole. We need
Yes.
to go. We need to
Stop
go
talking.
now.
I'm
Hey.
punching it.
No, wait.
Him,
let me
whatever.
wait. Before anyone else hits the person. Just give
Just
me a
standing there with
second.
my swords ready. Just
Any,
don't-
any, yeah.
I'll take care of them.
Oh,
Would you
Please.
consider a person an open container?
No.
Oh my god.
What?
I know what you're gonna say. I know where this is gonna go.
that's it. I fucking chopped their head off. Let's get going.
Look, Winnie needed to get a hit in because she's extremely pissed at this person.
I just wanted to drown them.
I
You
certainly
don't have
fucking
time to
kill them.
drown them.
We don't have time. We need to go.
Okay, you just kill
I
them.
just wanted to do
Yes.
control
Christ, we all want
inside
to.
them.
They're all
We don't
they're
need to
there.
be dramatic about it. We don't have time for dramatics.
Do you cut their head off or something?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You do a cool twizzly slice. You slice their head off. It hits the floor. It rolls towards you, and with its half burned state, it's still smiling, even severed.
Can I cut its mouth
Oh,
off?
for fuck's sake! I
What?
I take
Good
my
God.
dagger out of the.
We
corpse
just
and
said
I-
we don't have time for dramatics.
Exit.
We're going.
Roz
What
is
was that
exiting the
for? They
room.
were
He
still fresh.
doesn't care at this point.
Right.
Guys, we need to go.
No, my dear friends. Are we going to the church or are we going elsewhere? I believe we're going to the
Church.
church. Yes. Well,
And as we get outside, I'm going to this letter that I've written. It's a letter to my parents to say, hunker down, don't let anyone in. And I'm having Luna, my little alpha familiar, fly it over to them.
oh yes, I will send one of my sending stones to uh
Colin, your boss.
Colin.
There you
Yes,
go.
that's the one.
Ugh.
To say
what we've learned that there's an evil cult raising the dead in this place, Birmingham, and they're planning to do it everywhere else, and it's like, we could be in danger here, my dear lord. So them lord.
You will get
Lord.
a reply back that they had already left the city this morning.
Good luck.
And
Yes.
there is one or two other major issues happening, including an attack on Serentor.
okay,
Oh,
just
fine.
thought I'd let you know in case I died.
Yeah, so it's a case of do what you can.
This is what I get for being an important government agent, right? If I succeed at this, I'm gonna marry the fucking queen. Now let's get to work.
Okay.
Just gonna look at the body like, ugh, what a waste.
Everyone's already out in the hall and can't hear you.
Is the ambassador still in?
No, she'd probably be out at this point. Actually, yeah, no, she
Out about
you-
the town or out leaving the city? Or...
She's just out on
No.
the town.
you would see that Eggle was packing suitcases at the front of the embassy, but the ambassador wouldn't be in. They are
Eggle.
currently- Oh, yes. Is
I assume the ambassador knows what's going on then? For packing up already?
well, the city is having a rather violent riot, so the mistress thought it better to depart for the time being. Most of the other ambassadors are leaving too.
Right, I see. Well,
Two ambassadors dead in 1 week is never good for business.
no, it's not. Tell her that I think there's going to be an undead problem as well. Just to let
An
her know.
undead problem? Why, what are they doing?
Well, it sounds like they might be coming out all over the city soon enough, wreak havoc. It's going to be interesting.
And that's a problem?
For some.
Very well. I will tell
Just-
the mistress.
Let her know.
clunk, clunk, clunk. He goes back up to get the next thing. It's probably like 5 hat boxes.
It's interesting how productive that conversation was. It seems we found someone who matches our level of intellect.
Okay, we're heading to that church then.
Ah, yes, we should get going.
Okay.
Yes, the Temple of Calarax.
We'll presume that there will be vampire reinforcements coming, but if not, I'm sure we can handle it.
I
Temple
don't
of
think they'll
Calyrex.
really care.
It is their food supply.
So when you get out into the street, you can see that the High Guard has cleared the Isle of Sails completely of the rioters. You can see, looking over into the city, that there are little bits of smoke in different places. The rioting is clearly elsewhere in the city now. And you can see that outside of pretty much all of the other embassy buildings, the embassy guards are there, and you can see in various carriages, some of them, like when we're in some of like Tianxi, they're all going together. You can see them heading towards their airship at the docks. All the ambassadors appear to be leaving.
Maybe they're not wrong. Anyway,
So you head across the Wayfarer's Bridge, I'm assuming. So this bridge down here. Or do you want to go through a different part of the city?
It seems like the most direct route, which seems like it might be the
Is there
most
anything we
timely.
know? Yeah. Is there anything we know about the city that would suggest that that route may be chocked full of rioters?
You can make me a history check or a perception check because you can look for where there is more smoke than elsewhere.
I will do the perception check. 18.
Oh boy.
Okay. With an 18, you will be able to see that more of the rioting is concentrated in the southern portion of the city than over here. It's based on your observations of where the Griffin Knights are. It would seem that the High Guard prioritizes basically the Acropolis and downwards. So closer to the Acropolis, there's no rioting, and then there's like more here as they move outwards.
Right, I see.
Because their fortress is down here, which they can fortify, but
Mhm.
they have focused their efforts over here.
Okay. So it would be easier for us to go along the northern path and come into the church area that way.
It would be easier, yes, but it will take longer.
What does that not depend upon the level of conflict that we would encounter upon the southern paths?
You're right,
Or-
it does.
I see.
So you could try and go the southern path and try to avoid the rioters, and it would probably be faster.
how stealthy are my dear friends? And how likely are we to be targeted by rioters?
They won't
Fairly.
notice a thing.
And probably fairly.
It would appear that the northern parts will be lacking in direct conflict, but the southern parts will be quicker if we can avoid conflicts. We must make this decision post haste. I will take a vote.
While you are
I,
deciding
being
which
stealthy, will go south.
while
Yes,
you
we
are
can hit
deciding which
south.
path to go, by the way, I just have to quickly BRB 1 sec. So
Okay.
you discuss amongst yourselves whether you want to go the safer, longer path, or try and avoid the rioters southwards. Burp.
Well,
There was an
Fine with
old.
either.
I remember a choose your own adventure book called Birmingham Become Human. And to catch a criminal, you would repeatedly choose the fast but risky option rather than the safe but slow.
That is a reference.
Yes, Detroit become human.
Yes. Yes. David Cage. Fun times. Or something.
That one time, Ursula went to Detroit. Oh no.
No, I called it Birmingham Become Human, and it was an adventure book, not a game.
Right. So, Ross is fine going whichever. So,
You can go
if
south.
people want to do south, we can do south. What are Winnie and Era's thoughts?
We'll go with you as long as we get there.
Very good. To the south we will go, and I will continue to navigate in the masterful way that I have done so far. So, anyone else got anyone they care about in Birmingham?
I'm from the countryside.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Well, that's good. That's good. It's a shame, really, isn't it, Winnie, that you have family here?
I've sent a letter to them.
This is how Ursula actually does small talk. Like,
It's a shame.
I'm
I
just
had
thinking
my
of like.
I had my familiar send a note to them to lock the doors, don't let anyone in, barricade them if need be.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
They've got some magical skills that they're on. They should be able to handle that much. I just worry about them also protecting my little brother as well. He's very young.
Mm.
I'm sure he'll be
Fair.
fine.
Wow, I can't type apparently. Has the decision been reached?
Yeah.
Yes,
We had a
we're
very
going
not
south.
awkward conversation as well. We're going south.
Yes, it turns out Ursulim's as good at small talk as the group is at interrogations.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so
Look,
Do
there's
you-
only so much you can do to interrogate a fanatic.
It's
That's
true.
true.
wait.
It's a very
Yep.
hard interrogation target.
Hey, don't try and upsell Ursulim's small talk skills.
Okay. Well, when the group, I was like thinking of everyone's attempts. Okay.
I mean, they were completely honest with you.
Yes, and we're not talking about them right now.
Okay, so you head past all the gathering ambassadors across the Wayfarer's Bridge. You can see that the High Guard have secured Wayfarer's Bridge, and they have secured also the Academy of Haliash now. So basically, across the bridge, you can see there's quite a large concentration of the guards. As soon as you get to this bridge here, so I should draw your path. What color are we
That
at?
would be very helpful.
You
So this
can
bridge?
yeah, this bridge. You can see. Actually, I guess you didn't have to go. You could have gone upstairs. You can see that there is a lot of rioting. Like over here and over here. So you're going to and down here as well. So basically, what I would like from the party is a group stealth roll to see if you can avoid the groups of rioters as you make your way through.
All right.
Wait,
How
Emma,
do we do
did you
that?
have that spell?
No.
You don't have that special spell? Okay. Would have been useful here. Just saying.
We're off to a good
Well,
start. If nothing
I
else,
only
I'm
get
gonna
so
make
many.
it through unscathed.
Oh, stealth is not a good idea.
16
That's
not
why
bad.
we
This is-
asked.
This is fucking astounding. My goodness. We've never been so competent.
Oh,
Well-
don't count your chickens.
There-
See?
Okay, but it's an average of all of you, so
It's a very high average.
Oh, it's an average. Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. The average is 19.2. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm that rattling, but nobody seems to hear. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
With
fine.
riding going on, it's probably
Yeah.
not that hard to not
Like,
be
we're good at stealth.
Yeah. Oh, and it's not.
good
It wasn't
enough.
that hard. It's basically like just avoiding stuff. So you end up, you cross this bridge like from this sort of this checkpoint, and then you kind of have to zig and zag your way through the streets to avoid where they all are. So yes, you're taking a more direct route, but it's still not like
Direct, yes.
direct, because you don't want
We
to get. Oh my god, I just drew a cool line and then I accidentally right clicked, and this stupid thing, when you right click, it undoes the thing you just did.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, we got to there.
Yeah. And then you would continue to zig and you would zag. One thing that you notice, by the way, when you're coming through this part of the city, you can see that, like, even though this is their fortress, like the high guards' whole situation, their barracks, their training, everything, you can see that they are besieged by hundreds, if not thousands, of rioters.
They've got
Because-
fucking trebuchet.
They don't have trebuchet, but they're like
They built
throwing
trebuchets
fire,
in the
like
streets.
fire bombs and stuff like that. They like lit, like pots with a bunch of stuff in them, and they're throwing them at the wall, and you can see there's
Throwing
fires
the
everywhere.
fire bombs with handheld trebuchets.
Yeah, they all have little catapults. It's actually just
Yeah.
Dennis the Menace is the ringleader, and he's firebombing people.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And Muttley's there too, even though Muttley isn't the name of that. I don't know why I said Muttley, because it's Dick Dastardly and Muttley. What the frick? Nasher
Nasher.
is Dennis's dog.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like freaking. I mean, I guess Muttley energy, but you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to zig your way through. It's very intense. There's a few times where you almost get caught by like a roaming mob, but you're able to like dash into an alley to avoid them. It still takes you, even doing this, it takes you like an hour to get through the city. Just trying to avoid everybody and not getting caught. It's the situation looks like kind of under control, but not, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't appear that the High Guard are losing, but they certainly aren't in control of the entire city yet. But they probably
any
will be.
Any stragglers while we're going around?
Any straggler what's?
Like rioters separate from the group or whatever.
I mean, yeah, the city is full of a million people. There's people all over the place, Em.
I'm just wondering if on our way there's anyone that seems like an easy snack.
Well, are you gonna try and do this so that your party doesn't see you murder somebody in the street?
Yeah, I think
Because
I
you're gonna have to
tried
separate
it
from
so
the
they
party
can't.
if you want to do that.
This is such a fucking way to die.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like if I saw anyone that made sense, maybe I'd like lag a bit behind the party, try to
Okay,
have a little
it
chat, quote unquote,
right.
then come
So
back.
okay, right. So that's fine. Your stealth, I will separate your stealth from the rest of the stealth roll. The party will continue. I would like anyone who thinks that they would be actively looking for this sort of going on in the party. So be honest for what your characters would do. So, like, for example, I don't think Ayer would care if the vampire went off to have a snack.
No.
But I feel like other members of the party might be more concerned. You can make a perception check. And then M, I would like you to make me a... What will this be? I guess it can be either a grapple check or a persuasion check. So you can either try to
What is a
seduce them.
grapple check?
Oh, it's a strength check. You can like grab them
Oh, then yeah, I'll do a persuasion check.
to try and lull them into a false sense of security.
Yeah.
What's M stealth? Okay, so Urslim, you do not see.
Yeah.
Okay. So this takes place over the course of minutes. I will just straight up. The party is out of your line of sight, M. You do not know. You cannot see them. So you will have to re-find the party as the party goes along. This person
All right.
is not persuaded by you, and they scream and run away. Would you like to attempt to stop them from doing that? Or would you like one of the people who is a potential rioter to run screaming from this alley to potentially many more people screaming, "Vampire, vampire, I was attacked by a vampire"?
I guess it's, do I want to try and take them out or just leave, basically?
I can't answer that question.
Yep.
What would it
yeah,
be
we're-
if I tried to chase them down?
It'd be opposed dex checks. Or acrobatics, I guess, because they could try to wiggle away. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Sure, we could try to grab them.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for me, please. They wiggle good. They make headway.
Wow, and that
They
20.
they are out of the alley. Do you wish to pursue them further?
No, now that they're out of the alley, I'll just leave.
Okay, so you hear this person running into, they bump into another group of rioters, and you can hear them screaming, "A vampire! Something just tried to attack me! A vampire! A vampire!" And then you can see the rest of the crowd is like, there's vampires in this city! Burn the place down! Get the vampires! Get them! And you have increased the agitation of the population by adding to this riot now the threat of vampire attack.
Well, you know.
Also, you will now need to do me a tracking thing, which is the survival. That's the name of the skill.
Survival?
To try and re-find your party.
Well,
Right? Okay. You don't know
I
where
mean, I
they
know where
went.
they were going.
You know where they were going, but you are not with them now.
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
It will take you more time to get to them. For the rest of the party, you make your way. I also think probably before you get to this bridge is the point at which you realize that Kiara is not anywhere near you. Like, nobody saw her leave. None of you know where she is.
Where did Kiara go? This is unbelievable, this is.
Oh, it's perfectly believable. We just met her.
True. Well, we came this far without her, so we'll be fine.
She knows where we're headed. I'm sure she'll catch up. But it's too dangerous to go back there.
Exactly. And frankly, I wouldn't go back for her even if it wasn't dangerous. Let's keep going.
All right. That's fair. We didn't necessarily need to know that, as we're very far from that.
What? She can't hear us. We can say anything we want about her.
Yes.
Sure.
You know, I'm just gonna stop talking about that.
You know,
Let's go.
normally there's the phrase "don't speak ill of the dead" in the absent. But seeing as the dead are about to rise up and kill everyone, I think now may be the time to break that tradition.
I do like the idea
Right.
as well when you get to the bridge. So the rest of the party is there. Because bad news travels faster than people can walk or run. You do hear a small group of rioters, like they're going down this street or something, and you hear them like
Mhm.
murmuring and whispering and screaming, "There's vampires! The guards! They set vampires loose in the city!"
Oh, good. The vampires did join us. We will have reinforcements with us soon, my friends.
Yeah, it was the guards that did it.
Oh God.
I mean, when you've got two enemies, why not put them together, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Well,
So do I eventually find them at the bridge? Or am
No,
I
no,
gotta
no.
find
I
we
them
did
at
assume
not
the
they're
stop
going to
at the
continue.
bridge.
Yeah, they do not stop
No,
the
we're
bridge.
not stopping.
So you make it into the fields. It's honestly, because of the rioting, crossing this bridge is probably whiplash. Like, just visually and audibly.
Because there's nobody here.
There's like you
Because
can
no
see
one
like
riots in a farm field.
No, nobody does. Maybe by the bridge. You know what it is? By the bridge, there's like a little bench by like this person's house, and just like some oldie farmer and his kids have just like sat there with their lunch, watching the rioting in the rest of the city on their bench. And like as you come across the bridge, they just like tip their hat, yokel local farmer style, as these people just like, "Yep, it's just a Tuesday. This is what happens in the city."
Ah, shit. Oh, let's keep going.
So you walk through the fields. You can see the hill, the Ravens Hill, rising up very high in front of you. It is entirely covered by forest. You can also see the cool Cast of Silent Tears. You do notice that when you look over this way, that a lot of the knights along the wall, so it's the Knights of the Vale that are there. You can see that they are watching what is going on in the city. They're not intervening, but they are watching with
Right.
concerned expressions on their face.
Mm.
But yeah, you continue up through the fields. It is peaceful. It is calm. It is very different to what you had going on before. It's also like, oh, there you go, perfect. I did actually get the right sounds. Just like happy little tree noises. And you head up through the fields towards the Temple of Calarax, which, as you approach it, it is next to a canal. Like, it is still a purpose-built thing, but the whole complex of buildings looks very abandoned. Like, the buildings are badly maintained. They're covered in moss and ivy and stuff like that.
Mm.
But also, that's not necessarily unexpected from Calarax, because Calarax is the god of like natural disasters and stuff like that. So the idea that you let nature take over the temple is not weird with this. And you are able to approach the temple.
All right.
We will do just that. Why is there so many birds around this temple? Don't they know there's a riot
a
going
lot.
on?
Yeah, the birds are rioting too.
You're
God
in a
damn it.
Why they're
forest
chirping so
now.
much.
I'd still expect to be able to hear the riots.
No. Very peaceful.
Well, the birds must have noticed. Isn't it night time as well? No, it's like morning. Ah,
No,
shit. Never mind.
Yeah, midday.
These are the
Yeah,
sounds of the bird council convening to discuss the riot.
You're also
Yeah.
more
Well-
than a kilometer away from even the city. The
Holy
riots are
shit.
concentrated over here as well. You're like almost 3 kilometers from the worst of the riots.
Damn, how long did it take us to travel this far?
Yeah, I said it took like an hour.
An hour.
We're fucking. We're fit. We're fit.
An hour.
We're
3
motivated.
kilometers. Yeah, 3
That's
kilometers
in a
is an hour
straight line.
seems
That's
fine.
that's pretty windy as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
so probably like 4 or 5k in an hour. If you're
Yeah, okay,
motivated,
yeah.
I would say that's fine.
No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine actually.
Hmm.
That's pretty fine.
All right. Well, time to start figuring out which of these moss-covered portholes is the way into this damn place. Is it obvious, or am I gonna have to see if I can find some tracks going in?
No, I mean it's very obvious that there is a gatehouse. There's no gate. It's yeah. It just looks
Okay.
like an abandoned building, and you don't see anybody around it either.
No, that would clash with the vibe. All right. Well, we're probably headed in then. He says aloud.
So as you all enter into the the hills complex, sorry, the temple complex, not the hill complex. What am I saying? I'm skipping ahead of myself. Inside, you can see that there is a large central temple building. There is a few cellar around the place, which are obviously where, if there are priests around, they would be. The inside is overgrown with trees and vines and ivy and all the rest of it. It does not look very well maintained. The only thing that looks like it is maintained, even a little bit, is there is a little bit of candlelight coming from the central temple building. There is a few candles. You don't see anybody around outside though.
Nobody outside. Okay. What about inside?
So looking inside the temple building, you can see that there would just be the there'd just be the one priest, and they would be dressed entirely in a grey cloak, and they'd be facing away from you at the statue of Calarax. Calarax in this depiction is basically kind of a very big, beardy, sort of half giant kind of looking guy, holding the prow of a broken ship in front and a trident, looking very Poseidon-y. Is the statue, but the monk in front would just be like kneeling down and doing a worship.
You should talk to this one, Brazier.
I suppose. And there's absolutely nobody else around.
Not that you can see. If you do a detailed search of the other buildings, you may find other people, but not from here. Not obvious.
Okay, but this room is what I'm referring to specifically. So I'll
Yeah,
take that as a no. Just
in
this
this room,
guy.
just the one person. Yes.
Hmm. Well then, I'll approach the priest and give a pleasant greeting. Greet. Good. Still morning, afternoon,
It's
early
still
afternoon,
it's like 11
late morning.
o'clock. It's late
Okay.
morning.
Good morning.
They don't turn to face you. They continue their thing, but they do reply, "Good morning."
Hmm. I don't suppose you know what's going on.
Hmm.
Would that be in relation to matters in the city? Then no.
Hmm. Yes, there's quite the riot going on right now.
Ah. These occur from time to time. It is nature's balance.
I see. We were told to expect a senator. You wouldn't happen to know where they are, would you?
I'm afraid I know of no senator who is to be attending the temple. Do you know their name?
Unfortunately, I don't.
Then I am afraid that as there are no senators present, I do not know which it is who should be attending the shrine.
Yes, I wouldn't expect you to. What a silly thing to clarify. Pardon me. It's been a rough morning. uh, hmm.
What brings you, wary band of travelers, to the shrine of Calyrex?
Person who told us that a senator would be here has also let it slip that due to machinations that they are somewhat a part of, the dead are to rise today. All of them.
The dead are to rise today. Interesting.
Yes, I thought so. What do you make of that?
Strange that it would be so soon.
Oh, please elaborate.
I was informed it would be several days hence, but perhaps there are others at work, and they have accelerated. The figure stands up, and they turn around to you, and they pull their hood down, and they are a blue tiefling with a big grin on her face.
Do they look familiar?
Uh, the only person who Aira is the only person who could do a religion check for this, because that's the only person who would have any reason to know who this person is. Is Ada there?
It would appear
When
that some of our party members may be asleep.
I
Well,
did doze off earlier, I'm sorry.
Or unwell?
yeah, Gwen is
Anyway.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right. It doesn't matter. I was just
You don't
doesn't
recognize
matter.
him for sure.
Fair enough.
I will
Forgive me.
say that it's very fun that you're finally here. Also, sorry for the deception.
We've
Oh
been
dear.
expected.
I believe you have us at a.
Hmm?
I believe you have us at a disadvantage. You clearly know who we are.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. Well, you've rather been drawing attention to yourselves recently.
Done two
Go on.
things.
And as an interested party, hoping to assist people in times of stress and distress, me and the mistress have noted you.
Oh, we're getting quite the fan club.
Yeah, another
First,
mistress noticing me. Gosh,
And we
just like
still
being
don't have
back
a
in
name for
Serentor.
us.
yes, well, we barely had a moment to rest and figure out what the hell we're all about. So, may I inquire as to who we are in the presence of?
You may,
Who are you?
although she looks over to Winnie. She's not going to get all weird, I hope.
I'm afraid that's not up to. You know what? I'm not. No, no,
Do you promise not to get
no.
weird? She leans past you, looking at Winnie.
Yeah, Winnie. Jeez. Calm
I-
down.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. She clicks her fingers and she still the same ish height, but much more apparently demonic. She becomes a bright red tiefling with her skin is clearly hot to touch. You can see there's a heat haze around her. And she appears as a devil, a proper devil. I am Arianath. At your service? Well, possibly at your service. We still have to discuss terms. But the mistress, and this is why I don't want you to get weird, is my beloved Jella. I know that you've had a very interesting episode recently, and I'm here to help.
Who is
I
she addressing?
Just the party in general. Although I will say that there is a sense that more of it is directed at Winnie.
well,
At what point will I reach the party, by the way?
You can arrive now-ish, I'd say.
I'm just trying to remember again. So, Jella is the not so bad version of the person.
Jella is the Owlin god, who is technically a
Yeah.
god of anarchy rather
Anarchy.
than blood and violence. Yes.
Hmm.
Ooh, it does feel rather good to get into one's own skin, especially in another god's temple. You can see that she starts using the statue to scratch her back.
What
The statue of
temple is
another
this
god.
again? Sorry.
Calarax.
Calarax.
Oh, I see you've all made a new friend.
How was lunch?
Sometimes it's a bit more annoying.
Well,
I'm Okay. What is it that you want then?
Oh, I don't want anything. Well, I mean, I want to help you stop this city from being destroyed by a necromantic uprising in approximately 2 days. Although apparently you have other information that it's going to be tonight.
It was very vague. They said the person we interrogated said if we left right now, we'd be safe. And so we kind of took that to mean tonight.
I see. I don't suppose they're still around that I might ask them a few more personal
Their head
questions.
cut off.
Can you speak to the headless?
Well, I can. It's a bit messy sometimes.
Oh, then perfect. You can go ask them.
Hmm. Well,
How will you help us?
well, I can give you information. I can intervene in certain ways. I mean, if you want to go the whole way, I can just resolve your problems then and there. But I somehow don't think that you're going to be keen on that one, are you?
I know that there's always a price to pay.
Don't think of it as a price to pay. Think of it as a negotiated settlement. Your
Oh,
problem goes away. We receive a small recompense for our time and energy.
okay. And what recompense would you be after?
Well, only a few souls.
I think there's a lot of souls about to be released in that riot.
Yes, well, the
Still in
rather
this bloody
difficult.
forest.
Yeah, you could.
The
This
bird.
is there's a forest all around you.
Oh, these fucking birds. I mean,
I can get rid of the birds if you want music instead.
I'm just
don't make
looking
my
at
pudding.
this now, trying to find something.
That's the devil saying that too. Like,
Yeah.
would you
I
like some
can-
music? I can
What
get
would
rid of
be
the
the
Get rid of the
price to
birds.
pay?
birds.
Oh, peace at last. Sorry, my dear. I was struggling to hear you over the forest.
What was your question again?
Um, you were in the middle of talking about you want souls.
Oh, yes. So depending on what sort of problems you want solved, I generally accept payment of souls. But I don't think you can really offer any of the souls from any of the rioters, as those are not souls in your control. Now, if you'd had that prisoner, that would count.
Well, we could get a few of the rioters.
Hmm.
You see, normally I'm against dealing with these main kinds of devils, but if the case is sacrificing a few Birminghamers, I feel like nothing's actually been lost.
I do still need lunch.
What?
What?
Well, I mean,
Oh, that's where you were.
if
Okay.
you need lunch, we could do a simple exchange. You can have lunch, I can have their immortal soul, and I'll whip you up lunch immediately.
Wait, so there's no cost at all to Kiara here?
No, as long as she has
Now-
power over the souls.
Does she?
Well, if she goes and kidnaps a rioter,
I
or
think
I
that
can just
counts.
teleport one here, and then you can subdue them.
Oh,
Is that all it takes? Okay.
well, that's
Uh,
much simpler.
Summon the person who's behind this evil plot to overthrow the world and destroy it all. We'll kill them and you can have their soul. How about that?
No.
Oh, I don't. This seems
Oh.
inconsistent.
Yes.
Hmm.
Also, if I solve that problem for you, how would I get more souls?
How are you going to get more souls if they destroy the world?
Well, I'm going to help you to stop that from happening. Well, at least for now, anyway.
So, how would you want these souls exactly? Like, through some sort of ritual on them, or just saying a few words?
No,
Ross just stunned again.
you can go look. There's all these farmers around here. Go beat one of them up, drag them back here. They're under your power. I can take their soul, and you can have lunch.
Listen, can we stop talking about lunch? This is the end of the world here. So, how about this for a deal, right? You
Can't
point
we-
us in the direction of the people who are trying to destroy the world. We kill them, you get their souls.
Right? She points southward from you.
Right.
I don't think that's going to help.
Okay.
There you
yes,
go.
You need. Fantastic. If I find anyone who's behind this plot when I go that way and end up killing them,
If I
I'll
find
give you their soul.
anyone to the south.
I would appreciate, though, and perhaps if you're going to get these souls, a little more specificity.
Well, so this is the one small snag that I think that you're missing here. You give me the souls, I give you the thing you want.
Right.
I don't
In that
do
case,
credit.
I see. It's a good thing that I just proposed that idea and didn't say, yes, let's do that. So, we'll revise this negotiation a bit more, I think.
It's also, I would say that if you would like to have this negotiation in full, is getting a little bit uncomfortable here. Calorax doesn't really want me here. It would probably be better that we
Well-
had any long discussions in Jella's temple in the Sanctum of the Nine.
Is that where we were just going before you interrupted us?
I don't know.
Oh,
This hog no.
I mean,
Where is
Well,
that?
I don't think we were ever headed there ever.
no.
I see.
It's a
Well,
very big
okay.
temple.
Okay. Well, we're going to this church. Could you just
We're
say?
in it.
Oh, we were just going to this church
in
that
it.
we're in. I was being.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Obviously.
We're in.
Then why were the birds still fucking chirping? Okay.
Because it's not a closed building, it's a ruin.
Oh, whatever.
It's a ruin because that's how the god likes it.
There's church. There's birds in the rafters.
Yeah.
Churches in the rafters.
Birds everywhere here. I see. So, is there any like point to us even being here? Like,
We were.
there-
Oh,
there's people coming here, right?
Ross just
I'm
puts
asking
his
the
head in his
devil, not
hands.
you.
Okay.
I'm asking
so
the devil
I,
with
the
his
DM,
omnipresent knowledge.
I will, the DM, not the devil, tell you that you were told that the senator was going to be here tonight to pick up or to drop off payment.
Yes, and it's not night yet.
No, it's like lunchtime. It's like 12
We're
o'clock.
very early.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why we talk about lunch so much.
Yeah. So I'm asking the devil.
Okay.
is there anything here that like we can contribute to stopping the end of the world right now, or are we just gonna sit here for like 12 hours? In which case, We could just have a chat here.
I would prefer to have a chat in the Sanctum of the Nine.
Right. Would we
Well, what
just
about
would we have to walk
outside
there?
the church? That's not in this place. Not this far.
Yes,
No, I
just literally
suppose.
right outside.
The god won't be mad at you if you're just outside, right?
Well, go on then. And she will
Alright.
go outside into the field outside the temple where all the farmers can see that you are now talking to a devil in a field. Yep, she's there. She don't care.
This is fantastic. Well then, let me just think about things. How about this as a proposal, not a deal? I would have to hear what you would say about it first before it becomes any kind of
mean, that
accepted
was-
deal.
Stopping you from turning back to the other look, but
Yeah.
How about this?
Do we see any farmers looking at this or
Make a
panicking or
perception check.
anything? Or are they just oblivious?
Yeah, why not?
How about this? You write
19.
detailed instructions of everything that we need to do to stop this evil plot, including where to go, who to kill, precisely for this adventure, and everything that we need to do to stop it. And then you get the souls of everyone we have to kill along the way.
No. With a
Damn it.
25 and a 19, you can see that there are farmers in the fields who have absolutely seen this, and they are looking over at your group of people talking to a very obvious devil.
Do you have to do this in
Right.
devil form?
How
No,
many farmers are there?
Yeah, maybe look a bit.
probably like half a
Um,
dozen.
I'm gonna make it look like I'm aggressive towards the devil. Like, have a spell ready, like we're interrogating them before we attack.
Perhaps maybe.
Did see you all walk out of the temple together, and now you're doing that. I guess it could look like a boss fight. I'll do an intelligence thing to work out whether or not they see it.
Informers. As someone who I grew up with farmers. They're not usually that smart.
Oh, did you see those adventurers fight that devil?
Anywho, yeah, she's like, yeah, no, I don't have to be in devil form for this. Why?
Well, I just think that like you're attracting some attention.
Yes, I do tend to.
Yeah. It's attention that we could do without, and it's probably you could as well.
What are some farmers going to do to me?
Well, probably nothing. But they
Well,
might go
it's-
and get and cause some issues that would potentially lead to the end of the world. You know,
It's
what
more
if we
that they
died?
might cause us some trouble.
Oh, fine. You want this as a freebie then, I'm guessing? You don't even want to provide payment? Have you got the soul of a squirrel or something?
Well,
We will-
just
I
those
picked up
kill
a
a
little
bird.
You
ant
want
on the
payment for
ground.
making things harder? Oh, you need to work on negotiation.
those farmers over there seem to have picked on. Just bring them over here.
How can they fucking see us? Weren't we in a fucking forest?
Well, that's inside the temple. You're outside the temple now. Back in the field.
But it was a forest outside the temple too.
No, it's
There
on
was
this side of the
birds.
temple.
There were birds fucking everywhere.
Yeah, because it's nature. You know what? Where birds live? Outside. Right. Anyway,
Oh, that's the temple. Oh, sorry.
that's the
Yeah.
temple.
Oh, I thought this was
Yeah,
the
that's the
temple.
No, this
This
is
is
the
the top of the
temple.
hill.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what were you? Sorry, someone was going to offer something.
Was going to kill a
was just
bird
saying-
for you.
Just bring those farmers over here, and we'll take care of them.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
Then we can continue this chat.
That just is the opposite of what we
We're
wanted.
not killing random farmers.
The whole
Six
point of
souls?
this conversation was to avoid killing the farmers or having them fight us.
You see, there seems to be some disagreement with your group here, but I mean, if you can bring those 6, if I was to bring them
Well,
closer,
you wanted
under your
souls
control.
for whatever deal, so
You just buy everything from everyone you come across?
Listen,
I'm
the plan,
curious to see.
what we want from this negotiation is that the payment is the people we have to kill to fulfill the deal from her end, right? That way, we've covered our bases, you know? Everyone that dies is someone that has to die, and they're a bad person. They're not a farmer.
You see, so
Right.
here's the thing.
Uh,
If you kill somebody in a fight like that, you didn't have them under your control. You've just dispatched them.
Okay, so we can
Yeah,
knock
see,
people
this is what I
unconscious
was
rather than kill
expecting.
them. And then you appear and it's like, oh, look at this person we have for you. And you eat them or whatever you do in your devilly ways. And we
Well,
go
they
about
have
our
to be
business.
conscious.
Well, you can wake them up.
Yes, they need to see you when I do it. Yes.
That's fine. So
A
we
bit
just need to.
a bit like this. And she clicks her fingers, and the half a dozen farmers who are around are teleported in front of her.
Right. What's the
Oh,
next step?
Well, that's up to you.
great. Well, I guess we could tie them up for now.
What?
Oh, so
Hey.
Don't want them running away.
What the hell are we talking about?
well, I've just moved them. If you wish to put them within your power, that's your decision.
Hello, farmers. By the way, good to meet you. My name's
What the hell's going on?
my name's Ursulin.
Okay.
Run!
Why is there a bloody devil here?
I'd suggest that you just go back to
Just
your
go.
business. Yeah.
Run.
There's fields
Just-
that need tilling.
Seriously,
They-
and Roz will put himself between the farmers and everybody else.
Yeah,
they
Winnie's
will.
gonna stand next to Roz there, like, cause no, we're not killing the
Now-
fucking farmers.
I love you all. More or
Ross turned
less.
into Mr. Fantastic.
Less. We're not
They-
touching these people.
They will scatter.
Look, okay, you want to help us stop the end of the world and you want payment of souls. Can't you give us an advance on letting us know where to go, and we can offer the cultists and whoever's responsible souls as payment along the way?
No.
All right, then we're done here.
Alright, that's the only option, really. Unless you want this, and I'll pick up an ant off the ground and squish it. There.
No, they
There's a
have
soul
to be
for you.
alive. No, they just said.
Oh, I pick up
He's-
the ant's brother.
Another.
I
That was the
see
problem.
that you still have some way to go. If you require me, I will be at the Sanctum of the Nine. Good day. And then she clicks her fingers and she teleports away.
Fucking Gillard.
Right.
Fucking devils.
Right.
Yes. Well, there may be something we can work on there.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Look, I'm not opposed to offering
And
the people who are evil and actually doing damage, but we didn't have any of them available.
It's not what the
Perhaps
devil
once
wants.
we
You know, I'm-
obtain this senator,
In 12 hours.
we will have somewhere to go with this.
I think it's time for us to get some rest. In there.
Oh yeah.
And-
Perhaps not though. Perhaps we should camp a little distance away because the
Yeah, they're
farmers
meeting
may be
right
returning.
here,
with
maybe-
the-
Nah,
I mean,
I'm gonna go inside.
If they're meeting, look, if we're supposed to be catching the people who are meeting here tonight, maybe we should be waiting in here. Maybe we should be waiting, staking out nearby to watch. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm gonna do, and I will
Yeah.
do so in a way that hides me from the farmers and anyone that were to return from that direction.
Yes,
They
You
did.
can wait outside.
Like in the Wait in a stealthy place nearby.
Okay. Make a perception check and an investigation check to see if you can find a nice little nook in the forest where you can watch.
Perception. That's 12.
That's 20.
Yes, you are able to find a. It's a very large willow tree or something like that, and you can use the branches as cover so you can keep out, but it like blocks sight. And you have a good view of the entranceway to the Temple of Calarax.
Very good. I shall wait there.
Seems like a good spot.
Yes, it's my spot. Find your own.
And you
Is
are
it a
able
big
to.
enough spot for more than one person?
It's a massive spot. It's a willow tree.
Okay.
It's huge.
Yeah, fine. We'll all
I'm
wait
gonna
in
go
the
to that
same
spot
tree.
anyways.
Unless you want to go and find some more farmers.
I think we just wait. Feels
It's,
odd to be waiting
What
somewhere for 12 hours in the midst of a
time-
riot and not
well,
helping, but
What time is it right now? What did we
It's-
say?
midday.
Well, I don't think we're waiting 12 hours. They just said tonight.
oh yeah, okay, so maybe not that. We could go and rescue your family. I should do that in character.
Well,
We
That'll
should. We
probably
could go
take
and
a
rescue
while.
your character in this time that we have available.
I've told them to hunker down. I think the worst come to worst, they should have the means to get out.
You sure? How far is it to your family from here?
How far is it from my family to hit for me? Like
Only
Wait.
a few
there is
hours.
At least 3 kilometers. Well, sorry, no, way more than 3 kilometers because there's no closest
Yeah.
bridges are very
Yeah,
far away.
And there's riots to walk through, which slows it down.
Well, not really in the north.
Look, I don't know
Oh, that's
what
true.
I want to keep them safe, but I think the best way to do that is to just stop whatever's happening. And according to that devil, it might actually be 2 days that it's from now it's going to happen. So
If you tried to go do that now, there is a chance you would miss the meeting if it's happening early in the night.
Yes.
yeah, that's my issue.
And your family is in the north. The riots have not yet reached them. Not in the severity of
They're
what's
in-
happening in the south.
They're in the higher up area. I feel like it's the most protected area.
And also, if you got the family in, what are you gonna do? Bring them back here to potentially hang out during what could be a
Yeah,
fight?
they are in the safest place they can be right now.
It would indeed appear so. Very good. Let us wait.
Okay.
Okay. I've given them warning. That should be good for now.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, I know we're not fitting a long rest in here.
Well, no, you
Well,
can't
I
long rest
could.
anyway because you long rested
Yeah.
too recently.
Did we?
It's 12 o'clock in the. You woke up at 8. It's been 4 hours.
Yeah, it's been an exhausting 4 hours. I want to sleep.
None of you have had exhaustion, so no.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
Can short
definitely
rest, I
fitting
think.
in a short.
Yes, you can have a short rest.
Woohoo. Short rest. Ding.
Unless you want to be a warlock and take 8 short rests. Which is how people who play Coffee Locks believe that rests work, which they don't, but that's fine. So,
Think all that.
Oh, my hit dice didn't roll.
hit dice rolling on
it's-
D&D Beyond is weird.
Do you have damage to roll?
Well,
Oh, right, you did get shot by that one.
I had like 6 damage taken in total, so
There we go.
Is the hit point rolling working?
I will say I am low on most of my spells.
Right.
I have, out of character, I have a single first level spell slot left, and then 2 third levels.
Well, I'm okay.
Right.
Okay.
We
So
rest and keep an eye out for any suspicious people coming nearby that aren't the foreigners.
in that case, people who are participating instead of looking out for suspicious characters can roll me their perception checks.
All right.
22.
Nat 20.
Freaking Jerusalem.
Okay. So throughout the afternoon, you don't really see anything. You see, though, from your vantage point, you can see that the rioting continues all day in the city, and you can see that it wavers where it is. It just seems that there is just general disruption all over the city at some points. But it only starts to die down by like late evening, the beginning of night. And as darkness falls, you can only see a few fires sort of in the distance. Not anywhere near as many as there was before. A few hours pass into the night. All the farmers have gone home. Most of the farmers, like you can see, their cottages and stuff, the lights switching off in them. And probably around 9, 10-ish, along the road through the fields, you can see that there is a coach approaching, and it is flanked by several what looks like bodyguards
A
on
dog, apparently.
and a
And a
dog.
dog.
Several bodyguards riding on deer behind. From the exterior, you can see that there are four guards on the deer, and then the coach has a further 2 guards as well as the driver. And they are approaching the temple from the south.
Eyes up.
This was
Whoa.
supposed to be the meeting with the instigators before, right?
This is supposed to be the senator. Oh, sorry. You were informed that
Yeah,
a
the
senator
senator
was coming
meeting.
here to pay the instigators.
Right. We could disguise ourselves as some of the instigators to go have the chat.
Fortunately, I can only do that once a day.
Oh,
No.
I see.
I think.
Very small thing. Just from that old rest, I'm using some of my sorcery points to get a spell slot back. That's all.
Yes, indeed, it is once a day.
How unfortunate.
Could actually speak with animals.
I could do it, but
Ironic, given my
if I'm the only
hatred for
one
birds.
disguised, I don't know
It's
if it would do much.
So
at
are we
most that would be 2 of us. It's pointless.
are we trying to overhear them right now, or get the job?
No, I think we're trying to confront them.
Okay.
It may
You-
be that we wait for them to go in the church and then surround the exits, and a fight may be inevitable.
Well,
Mm,
eventually, the instigators will show up. So if you want to do something to them, we need to do it before there's more people to fight.
This is a good idea. We must make this decision
From-
quickly, my party, my friends.
From the vibe I got from the person we interrogated, seemed like person that wanted these. I don't know. It seemed like this person hiring these people for the riots and everything and like that. They. It seemed like they wanted their own political power that wasn't involved with the reason this cult signed up to do it. I think it was just like mutually aligned goals.
Yes. They want to gain something politically from this. And the instigators were more than happy to oblige for their own reasons.
Hmm. So I want information on both of them, and I'm just trying to figure out how we want to go about it.
Well, we already know why the instigators did it.
Well, yes, but I'd like information on other where higher ups with them. Who to target? We just know they're a fucking cult that want to end the world.
We wait a moment to see if they go inside.
Hmm. Yeah. Wait.
Now, to be clear, we, specifically Ursulim first, spotted them coming up the road. Yes?
Yes, coming up the road towards the temple.
Fantastic. I propose we get inside.
Hmm.
Before they can easily see us.
Do we not wish for them to go inside and then surround the exits? If they see us, the senator may flee as we are confronted. That is the one thing we must
that
avoid.
is the concern.
How far away is the building, like the church, from us? I know they're not in it yet, but
Like a couple minutes. You're just in the tree line, so
okay.
And how far
Hmm.
away do they seem? Because they move pretty fast. They have a carriage.
no, they're not like
Not
racing up.
necessarily.
Yeah, they're like easily like half an hour away. You can see them from miles away. They have to come around a
Oh,
big.
they're that far away.
Mm,
Okay.
They have to come around
Okay,
a
mm.
massive bend to get to you.
Like, this entire
Right.
conversation, we actually have time to have it. And then
Okay, I
some.
thought they were like within a
Yeah.
few minutes of getting to the entrance.
You could probably have seen them because like they're lit. Like the thing is lit as well. They have to come like up here along the road. So
Well,
Okay. Well,
I
let me
could
put it this
disguise
way.
Let
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way first. They are expecting to meet someone in there. Now, I will grant, we do not know who they are expecting to meet. We do not know if they know what these people look like. They may not. But they're expecting to meet someone in there. I am simply proposing that we be that someone.
They'll pretend to be that someone arriving
Yes.
after them, could we not?
The two of us could disguise. At the very least.
No, you've made it very clear that you can't.
I can't.
No, not you. But I can.
But-
And you said you can, right?
Who said who can?
Oh, I thought you said you could.
No, of course.
Okay.
How am I gonna disguise this? And he just gestures at his sparkly self.
That we
I'm
could
gonna-
have some waiting outside with the others covering the exits. But with only one of us able to disguise, but then we do not know who we would disguise as.
I could disguise as the leader we captured.
And the rest of us, I suppose there would be no harm in us remaining looking as we are as long as they don't know us.
Exactly.
I think I probably look the most normal of the rest of us. It should probably be me.
Some of you could wait in ambush if you want, but the rest just pretend to be
Aye.
helpers.
Us two can wait inside and talk to them. What are we going to talk about when the rest of you gather outside?
And this is why you shouldn't be going inside, and I should.
Okay, you can go inside and I will construct an ambush outside of the temple while you two conduct what conversation you can.
We don't necessarily need to ambush anybody. I mean, you can see the amount of guards they've got.
If we don't
It
need
would-
to, then we won't, but it would be foolish not to have it set up.
How many guards do we think they have? Do we see they
You
have?
can
Sorry.
see 6 outside.
Hmm.
6 on deer outside, right?
Well, there's 4 on deer and then 2 on the stagecoach with the driver.
Listen,
Oh,
if
okay.
if you two wish
I-
to go in and conduct this negotiation under the guise of being these other people, it is
It's
your
not a
lives that you are
negotiation.
gambling.
It's accepting a payment, but
Yes.
Also-
we'll accept the payment.
Also we're going to try and question them.
It is your
Now-
lives that you are gambling, so I will not stop you. But we do require information. If things go south, we will rush to your aid, but it will be some time before we can get there.
Well, you could hide closer by.
Yeah, we can
It's
hide
getting
to
dark
in a
after
closer
all.
spot.
We can try to. If we are
Also, no,
spotted, then the fight will ensue. Would
also
you
I
rather us
can.
be spotted trying to approach just to be closer, or would you rather we stay here where we are hidden?
Be close.
I think you
Be
should
hidden
close.
there.
Take positions closer before they even reach the temple.
We shall
The-
try our best.
I do definitely don't want all of us inside, just because I want to stop their getaway carriage.
No,
Yeah.
yes. 2 of
Yes,
us will
we
be
should-
inside, and the rest of you are outside waiting.
Um, I could also, and I'll click my fingers and summon Luna. I can have Luna here be hidden somewhere inside. I can see through and hear through her eyes if I need to hear the conversation inside and relay it to us outside.
There is
Would be
something I could
fantastic.
do. I
There's
could
something
make
to do.
a little invisible space, if you will, that you could all climb up into inside the church. If you want to be ready to literally drop down on them.
This would have been fantastic to hear about hours ago.
Well, it only lasts an hour, so we
Ah.
couldn't set it up in advance.
Well, yeah. We know about it now. That's fine.
Yes. Let
Would
me.
you rather that than trying to hide outside?
It's a bit late now. It's the only problem.
It-
The thing I could
No,
do.
it isn't. It is
It's
just the
not
right time
great.
to do it.
Okay,
It
sure.
just takes
Let's
the
fucking
action
go.
to do.
Let's fucking go. Run. I
Oh.
guess casually.
We've got half an hour before they
Yeah, we have
arrive.
half
We've
an hour.
got
We
a
have more
moment.
than
Oh,
we
enough
got
we
some,
do.
a
Okay,
little
we've got
time to
plenty.
Yeah,
plan.
we got
yeah.
lots of time.
Well, here's my idea then, as a backup and a thing running simultaneously. There's a lot of birds around here,
There are
and I
six.
can speak, and I can speak with animals for a short time every day. What if I got them on our side?
I don't think the birds will do much.
I
I
don't
don't
think-
think the
but I
birds
could
are
tell
gonna
them
like
to.
you.
No, they haven't met me yet.
Just
I could tell
speaking
them.
to them doesn't mean they're gonna join your side.
No,
Hey,
but I could give them like oh, here's a little prank you could do. I could tell them to all go and poo on the cart driver so he abandons the cart momentarily.
Well, do we want the rope
I-
trick?
The rope trick sounds like an idea.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm gonna try it anyway, okay?
Okay, you
Great.
know what? You do that.
There's,
The
question
there's no
is-
harm
Keep
can
you
be
out
done.
of trouble. It'll keep you out of trouble.
For those hiding in the rope trick, do you want to be inside or outside the building?
Might be best to be outside, honestly.
I guess if it's a ruin, you can look down through the roof, right? Even if you're
Yeah.
outside the front door.
Yeah, there's holes.
All right, that sounds
All right,
good.
I think that's an idea. We should get to preparing now before they get close enough to spot us.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I use my speak with animals rune.
Okay.
Uh, hello, birds of the forest.
Do you climb a tree or do you just shout at the
I'm in a
forest?
tree.
Right, you're in a tree. Okay.
We're all in a tree. We're still in that tree.
hello,
There
birds
is-
of the forest.
There is a small sparrow
Hello.
nearby in a nest that wakes up, rubs its eyes, takes its nightcap off.
Ah,
Oh.
sorry to disturb you. I just have a small favor to ask of you.
Tweet.
Sweet.
Sorry, I think my rune isn't working.
No. It's expressing an emotion of tweet.
Oh.
You
It's
just posted
writing
a tweet.
There's you may have noticed that there's some riots happening in the city right now. You see all the fire and the loud noises. I presume that's why you were trying so desperately to get to sleep. Well, the people that are approaching this here church, as we call it, is well, they are of a sort responsible for it. They are coming here now to pay the person they arranged to make this riot take place an amount of money, but that person isn't to arrive, for we have taken their place in ambush. However, you see that they have a horse-drawn cart approaching. Now, if they get wind of us being present, they may attempt to flee using said cart and driver. I was wondering that perhaps you and your bird friends would like to hinder those who have disturbed your rest. So, not me. I know I woke you up, but you were only sleeping because these fuckers have decided to cause this riot and all the noise. So, perhaps you and your friends would like to relieve yourselves upon the driver as recompense for the disturbed rest. Again, not as a result of me, but as a result of their disturbance in the causing of chaos. Alternatively, perhaps you might just like to talk to the horses to say, could you not flee so that we can deal with this here problem?
You're using
I
a
could
lot
do
of
that.
big words for something who's probably got an intelligence of 2.
I
Yes,
would
I'm
like
speaking with animals.
For the record, for everyone to know, the knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
What's the next sentence?
You might be able to persuade them to do a small favor for you.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you will be rolling a persuasion check.
Yes.
It's going to be
want
very hard because they've been
persuade
asleep and
them
they
to
don't know who
poop
you're
on the
talking
driver.
about.
Well. Oh, I thought it was 17 on the roll. Oh,
With a
for
14,
shame.
they don't know which cart you're talking about because they've just woken up. They look at you, kind of side tilt, tweet, sort of just blinking at you because they don't know what you mean.
I was rolling an insight to see if I figured out what they were confused about.
Oh,
so the answer's
with an
no.
8, yeah, no, they just seem generally confused. Maybe they're just a very heavy sleeper.
I'm sorry, you appear confused. What part has been confusing for you?
The beginning, the middle, and the end.
I see. Let me say it differently then. The noise that has disturbed your rest
You?
is caused by people. No, before me. The noise
No,
throughout
I was
the
sleeping
night.
just fine.
Wait, can we not hear the riots from here? How were you
No.
sleeping with all the birds tweeting all night?
Because they're birds and it's outdoors and that's what birds do outdoors.
How did
I-
I even wake you up then?
Because you came to my nest and I assume you shook me on the wing.
How rude do you think I am? Jesus.
berry
clearly
woke
just
me up.
said birds of the
Point out
forest.
that it's only just gotten
Fuck's
to evening
sake.
time as well.
No, it's not. It's
they've
like
been
9 o'clock at night.
No, it's dark. now.
okay. Well, it's 9 o'clock at night, but still, like you say, they disturb your rest. But they haven't been rested for long. If that's the case.
Birds go to sleep when. Oh, well, these birds, because they're northern latitude. Anyway, they go to sleep when it gets dark. It gets dark by like 5 in the afternoon. It's winter.
I talked to a different bird.
You talk to a also asleep bird, so you go and wake up
I
another
find one that
bird.
is awake. Have they all stopped tweeting? If so, can we get the
Yes!
forest noises back? The relaxing forest noises without the fucking birds.
There's no forest
For
noises with birds
sake.
playing right now.
So the rope trick, huh?
So, about
No,
the
no, no,
rope
no, no. I want another hour of old man argues with tired birds.
My spell only lasts 10 minutes.
trick.
Only 10 minutes.
Okay,
How
I
many
think you've
birds
argued
do
with
you
this bird for
upset?
10 minutes.
With
many
the
as I
amount of time
can.
it took you for the first
See-
explanation, it probably has been 10 minutes.
Because this is the problem with this, right? Is there are nocturnal birds here, because there are owls here, but they're nocturnal, which means they're out hunting, so they're not in their nests. The only birds in their nests right now are asleep.
Sorry, did you not hear that fucking forest noises? There was millions of fucking birds in here.
Yes, that was in the day. Do you know how time works, Ursula?
They're still here.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're sleeping.
And asleep.
So they're
I
arguing with
do.
God right now.
Maybe,
I find a different nest.
Okay,
maybe you should
there is
offer
a
the bird like seeds. Or
I
something.
No,
look in
no,
the
no.
nest and see if there is a bird that is awake.
no, there is
A
not.
rebel, a maverick, a
No.
bird that wants to do this bombing run.
There,
upon
you
the
go to
driver
another
of a cart.
nest. It's a little swallow. It just has a do not disturb sign hanging out off its nest.
Right, I ignore that one.
That's nice.
The
Is there one
the
that,
bird
like, says
neighborhood
bird
watch.
Air Force?
The bird neighborhood watch comes up and starts beating you up to kick you out of the neighborhood because you're keeping everybody up. A bunch of chicks start crying, even though they shouldn't have been born yet because it's winter.
I see. You know what? I was right to despise birds. Maybe this is just the Birmingham birds. It's just like I remember the hospitality of those.
Oh wait,
folk.
no, hang on. I gotta do this. I need to do a bit. I need to do a bit. Hang on one second. So one thing you do find as you're looking for birds, this is near the very end of your spell. You do find that there is on a branch who is clearly hunting some mice. There is an owl.
Oh,
Oh.
hello, my dear owl.
Who?
You, yes, it's you I'm talking to.
Who?
I have a dear favour to ask. You see these riots happening in the city? They are caused by people approaching up the road.
Who?
One of them is a senator.
Who?
We don't actually know which one, unfortunately. But the driver is someone that is of interest to me in particular.
Who?
The driver, the one who's sitting upon the cart with the reins to the horses.
I can't.
Jesus
can't.
Christ.
Please, can we move on?
The horses, they're the
No,
ones
this is
pulling the
genuinely
cart.
funny,
You see, the horses are the ones pulling the cart.
but only
down
this
there.
part.
Who?
I've never met the horses, I'm afraid. I can't give you more information about them. But they're pulling the cart that's the cart driver is driving.
Who?
The cart driver, I introduced you to him before. He sat at the front of that wooden thing pulling the reins, and in the back you see a senator.
Who?
We don't know the senator, I'm afraid. As I said, we haven't met them, and we didn't think to ask the name of someone we interrogated earlier.
And that's the spell has now ended just for everyone's benefit. No, you can keep going, but the spell's now ended.
Oh, I
Oh God, I can't wait. Oh.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yep. The owl eventually just does a 360 head spin, exorcist style, and flies away.
God damn it. Fucking birds.
Oh God.
There you go.
I go to the hiding spot.
Okay. All the birds in this forest now hate you.
Right there, what he did. In my mind.
Yep. Right, so you go to this hiding spot that you wanted to go to.
Okay, so about the rope trick.
Okay.
You find
Oh
a
my
small
God.
bird in the space that you want.
It's a fucking eagle.
So we want to put it right outside the front door, yes?
You
Sounds
know that the
good.
rope dangles down, right?
Yeah, but
You
you
can
can pull
pull
it
the
up into
rope
the
up.
space and it's
Yeah,
invisible.
yeah.
The rope needs to be down for someone to climb into it, though.
Yes. The other thing to note is you cannot attack out of the space. You can only see out of it. So if you need to do action, you gotta rope down. But sure,
Okay,
we'll
so above the door, are you all going up?
Not all. Um. So it was what, two?
It was Kiara and
Who-
Roz, right?
well,
Kira
yeah,
was
the
going to
two
be
of us are going in
inside.
the building.
Yeah, and I'm going to have Luna just be somewhere in the building, just like up on a wall or window or something, just so I could see.
Okay. So,
And I don't know, we might put the rope trick like 20 feet in the air or something. Does that sound about right?
I mean, you can put it as high as you want, can't you? Oh, sorry, up to 60 feet.
It can go up to 60, but it just
You
needs to be
should
high enough that it's above the carriage. So they aren't bonking into it.
I wish
Yeah,
we put it
honestly,
20
higher.
10
feet
or
seems
15
fine.
should be fine.
Yes.
Yeah, like 20 feet. Sure.
So,
Yeah, 20.
are you, Roz, and Kiara attempting to make your presence hidden at all, or not?
Like we're going inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm gonna disguise self as the person who was masterminding.
Before or
And-
after their face was burned?
Hmm. Maybe after.
Okay. I assume you were going for the head attached sort of look as well.
Yes. Yes. Still alive.
It is a bit more convenient.
Okay. So, after just before half an hour, you hear coming up to the gate, you hear approaching the carriage. The carriage stops outside the gate, and you hear two of the deer approaching towards the gate. Two of the guards come into the temple. They get off their mounts and they come to, like, they see that you are inside the temple itself. They look at each other. Would you like to make me an insight check, Roz and Kiara, please?
Yep.
And I would have told them that, like, oh, yeah,
23.
we can hear.
22.
Yeah.
You both can tell that this isn't what they expected to find.
Mm.
And they get back on their mounts and they head back to the gate down towards the senator's carriage. This is minutes, by the way, so you have time if you wish to do something.
I'm going to have Luna follow nearby just to keep an eye.
Okay. There'll
All
be a
right.
perception check.
I suppose we should head to the out of doors then in the
The-
sort of a courtyard, yeah?
Yeah, it's basically there's a bunch of buildings and then there's an
Yeah.
area
Yeah.
with trees,
Okay.
but it's courtyard adjacent.
Yeah.
Erzalim's head is in his hands.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah, we can walk out to
Yeah.
the courtyard.
yeah, that seems prudent at this point. So we'll do that.
The after a few more minutes, you hear the carriage begins to. You hear it starting to turn around outside, but you also hear more deer coming towards the gate.
Right.
I mean, everyone in the rope trick should be able to see what's going on as well.
Hmm.
They're inside the
Yeah.
door, right?
No, they're outside the building, up in the air in the rope trick.
Yeah.
It was
so
they were
they
just
can look
outside,
down on everything.
outside the door, not inside.
The carriage has not come close enough to the door. But you can see that there are the 4 deer have started to approach with the guards, and you can hear that the coach has turned around on the road.
So that coach is gonna hightail it out of here, aren't they?
I think if we're gonna get any answers, it's time to go.
Alright. I'm gonna just look at Ursula. You ready?
So so they've all left the courtyard.
No, no. The 4 guards on deer are coming back to the courtyard, and the carriage has turned around.
We don't want that carriage to leave, is the thing.
They see us running out there, they're going to speed away, and we will not be able to catch a carriage on foot. Our best bet is that they can allay the guards' fears so that the carriage will return.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
must trust in our comrades here, although the plan has rather fucked it up.
Okay. Since I can view through Luna's eyes, I'm just gonna have her keep an eye on the carriage to see if it starts to try and move away. Even more.
You will see that, like, you can see shadows inside, and you can also see that 2 more guards have got out of the carriage and are now standing either side of the carriage. So there's now 4 guards at the carriage and 4 guards.
Okay. I'm gonna relay that to Ursula and Era, who's in the thing with us. When I look through Luna's thing, I can't tell what's going. I'm gonna let Ursula know. Like when I look through their eyes, I can't hear or see anything here. So I can still feel though. So you might have to give me a nudge if something's happening I need to be aware of. um, okay, but there's more guards around the carriage, like 4 of them.
Have any guards entered the courtyard yet?
I mean, they're on their way, yes.
Okay. Then we're waiting.
Okay. The 4 guards
Yeah.
will enter into the courtyard, and they will look towards you. This was not the arranged meeting.
Plans change.
We got here sooner than expected. But everything went according to plan at the event.
It was your doing that the ambassador was killed.
Not mine directly, but the men took care of it. I saw the body.
The agreement was that they were supposed to be injured.
Well, You know how it is. Sometimes the rioters get a bit too upset.
You were supposed to be in control.
Hmm.
The senator is very displeased.
Mm.
Can they? Henry, I know they can see out of it. Can they hear out of the box as well?
Us, we
Even
can
if
hear.
we can,
Yeah.
there is no contribution we have to make to this moment.
I can make my speculations with Ursula up in the thing.
I'm
They
sure the
oh.
senator is upset, but we can resolve things amicably.
You have created the situation where now the city is the aggressor and not Threllock. In what world do you think that the senator is still going to pay you? Even if the senator is able to gather more support in favor of it, there will be no choice now in the Senate to move towards full mobilization. The other senators have, the other ambassadors have already left the city. Our trade will be devastated by this. Do you know how much damage you have caused the city by killing him?
Definitely think that it's
Hmm.
worth capturing and interrogating these ones. They might open up once they realize we're not the actual people. Them fucked up.
Indeed. If we could take one back to the room with the beheaded corpse of the of the person, they will know that we both are not the person that they are angry at, and also not to be trifled with.
I just
Right, I
just need
think
to know.
Nimit
We
has
need to.
more
kn-
input here.
We need to know who that
Sorry,
senator
couldn't
is,
quite
though.
couldn't quite hear you there, Hem.
Just wondering if you have more input, because you're also down here talking to them.
Yes, I'm just wondering. Hmm. So, Roz is very, very much considering tipping the hand at this point. But, he's kind of biding his time. Well, I'm sure if the senator was interested in talking, he'd have turned around by now. He says aloud.
Oh, okay, that wasn't internal.
Oh.
Sorry.
No,
Right.
no, that was aloud musings. I assume he's more or less sent you here to deal with a loose end.
You have no position. You have no name. You have no destination. You pose no threat to us.
We can drop the act now.
I think this is where we should drop down. I do think we should have
suppose-
established a
Man,
code
wait.
word.
We really should have had a code word for her than the yell out.
Yeah,
Ah,
that would have been a good idea.
if
Well,
only
just-
we could
just-
flashback.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not a mechanic in this campaign.
I'm gonna wait for them to drop their act.
So Roz just folds his arms. Your instigator didn't make it out of the square. They died alone in a cold room after telling us plenty. Now, would you fine gentlemen mind telling me what exactly you're doing?
I'm gonna take that moment to drop down, I think.
Yeah, his arms will be spread wide at that point,
Yeah.
trying to very much look like he's trying to attract attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
this looks like a signal.
Because I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Senate is going to be very happy to find out what's been going on.
I dropped down too.
Oh, I've been working up a one-liner all the time I was in there.
When
Generally,
Hello,
you
gents.
drop the one-liner when you come out and not tell us about Hint, his attention just snaps back to the guards on Deerback.
when you say that, he will whistle.
Yeah, I
There's the
figured
car.
as much.
Go.
Oh, fine. I'll chase the car. I guess I'm the quickest.
As I say that, I'm going to double check one thing about one of my abilities. Just okay. I can't. I'm gonna cast haste on you, Ursulum.
Oh, fantastic.
Well,
Well,
you may want to save that because we are
Oh.
going to pause here because we're not going to be able to get a fight done in half an hour.
Not with that attitude.
No, we're not going to get a fight done in half an hour.
No, it's
Okay.
D&D. There is no such thing as a fast fight.
There is no way in a million years. So, you will want to write that in your notes that is a thing that you want to do as the first part of it when we do.
Because yeah, I know that cart's getting away, and I know Ursulum's the best chance of catching it, especially with double movement speed. And
Yep.
an extra action to dash.
Yep.
yeah. Never
But-
mind that I can fly now too and do the same thing.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but my haste
I'm
spell, it's within a range of 30 feet. I don't even know if I'm in 30 feet range of you.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
And I can't twin cast this one
Besides-
because I used my sorcery points for
Well,
getting a spell slot back.
Besides, I'm not bound to roads.
Mm.
But that is where we will begin next session with a very stretched fight. I'm gonna have to actually make a very weird map for it. I don't even know if I'll be able to find a battle map because it's gonna have to be like long road, courtyard, because some of you are there, some of you are by the gate, and then there's a cart. So it's gonna be a weird map, but I'm gonna figure it out over the next
wonder
week.
if splitting that into 2 sections might be
Well,
better. So we let the fight
yeah.
play out, then we have a chase play out.
True, that is a possible way of doing it.
Yeah, it would be a bit weird for the person chasing
Or-
just to be kind of like not involved.
Well,
for the
we'll
entire
figure
fight,
that out for
but
next time.
Yeah,
I'll figure
Yeah.
that out. But yes, it's gonna be a weird one, but it should be fun. So But that is where we're going to call it for this week. So thank you all
Mhm.
very much for playing.
Thank you for running.
Thank you.
And I will go and send everybody off and say bye-byes. And I will return momentarily. Lucy's live? Oh, well, that makes it easier then. BRB. Oops, that's not the right one. Okay, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you very much, Redox, for the raid. I hope you had a good time in Minecraft. We are going to raid Lucy. Reminder that the VOD should be up in like basically tonight, but sometimes it takes a bit longer, so it might be a little bit longer, but I will let everyone know. But it'll be up by tomorrow for sure. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a very lovely day. And we are going to go and raid Lucy. So send lots of love over there. Here are some raid messages. And I will be live again tomorrow. And D&D will be back next Sunday. Sunday. So I will see you then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Ta-ta. Toodaloo. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Other things. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.